functioning? Why does it say it's upcoming? Bro, it's live right now. What do you mean? Waiting for EAS, bro. I'm here. What? There we go. Bro. Alright. I think we're working. I think we're there. Hello, FT. Hello, another night. Another stream. Is everything working alright? Am I audible? I'm still new to all this. It's very intimidating. You want to watch it on here? Yeah, sure. Is it the Gru thing? I thought I saw that. Like earlier at work. Yeah, earlier at work I saw like a clip. And then I was working, so I obviously had to not watch YouTube while working, but yeah. Let's do it. Alright. System.
Gru is coming. I repeat, Gru is coming. You don't have much time. Take shelter now. He has his freeze ray and he will freeze you and your crush together, so you have no choice but to talk to her. Seriously though, man up you wimp. What are you, like 16? Pathetic. Grow up. But anyways, oh no, he's almost here. Run.
Oh, I didn't realize it is the iceberg font. Oh my god, I didn't even realize it was the iceberg. Why is it in cursive? A random fatty from McDonald's has issued a public information. Why are you wasting your time reading this scroll and watching this cringy video?
A random fatty from McDonald's has issued a public information. Whatever the blueberry the crop means. But anyways, Gru has been spotted freezing everything in his path.
But I just,
soon,
it don't matter.
The whole world will be like that one scenario from Radioactive Girl 00. Where the hell are the overused stuff?
Oh, wait. What did that say? Was that like a shot?
And spotted freezing everything in his path. Soon, the whole world will be like that one scenario from Radioactive Girl 00.
Oh, okay.
Where the hell are the overused stock signs?
Yeah,
yes, there we go. You're all doomed now. I guess you can just run around and scream in circles. Since your meaningless existence is about to end anyways. What the hell is this background that like bruh? Oh, and to all the no humor fucks who are about to comment down on how unfunny and lame this is, how about you find something positive in your life? I mean, laugh at something, for crying out loud. Like Gru's dimpled fat ass. Ha ha. That's right, Gru.
I like how the text is like...
Take that. Anyways,
changing speed.
All doomed. Freak out. Right
like
now
it's
I will
just...
force you all to watch season 2 of True Detective. I'm not kidding.
It's just doing what it's doing.
After all, I forced Rito to watch one of the most eye-soaring, brain-painful scenarios ever made yesterday. So you know I'm serious. Don't test me, you little bleeps. Uh-oh, Gru is here. Have fun freezing with the mammoths. Lol.
Lol. The freezy freeze gun that's gonna freeze you. I'm gonna get freezy.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to do this sooner or later since this is always the beginning of this now extinct national emergency alert, so let's just get this over with. Oh yes, we interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency blah blah blah. Important details will follow and whatever.
Yeah, because they got rid of EANs, man. Like, just like a couple months ago, I think. No more emergency action notifications. They're just national emergencies or whatever.
This is an emergency action notification that is no longer a thing but whatever. Our
Yeah.
broadcasting and cable systems have interrupted their regular programming at the request of the White House to bring you this emergency action notification message. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and propaganda bullshit to surrounding areas.
They're big
This is oh my god who
propaganda
gives
bullshit.
a shit. We will continue to cover this whole thing because I have no
News and
freaking choice
propaganda
anyways.
bullshit.
You are listening to the emergency alert system serving your area. Stand by or whatever, I don't care.
Hello, Avon. Even as a joke, this video is still better than quite a few EAS videos I've seen. It
The
is.
following message is transmitted at the request of that Nigerian prince that offered you $100,000 in an email this morning. This
Bro, that's crazy you said that. I still get that shit in my Twitter and Instagram DMs all the time. That's when the Nigerian prince who offered you a
is
hundred
not a
thousand
test.
email.
Crew has frozen the entire United States. Everything is frozen, even me, yet somehow I'm still talking to you on
Hello,
broadcast
Windows
because
stuff.
that's just the logic of these cringy emergency alert system scenario videos. But anyways, everything looks like absolute zero. Silent blizzard. And oh, who gives a crap? The Earth is entertaining another ice age. Not
Nice,
even the equator, Hawaii, or Death
nice
Valley National Park can
reference.
keep you warm. You are all going to freeze and die because these videos are so unrealistic, and most of these are made by 10-year-olds anyways. Like this video if you want me to force Eagle-Eyed or KAS to watch a terrible mess. Scenario.
Oh, that's just,
You
there's
can bet your
me.
boo Tootie or Rudy that I will have them dying of cringe in that stream. Lol. Oh
Lol.
crap, I just broke the fourth wall, but who cares since this is a crappy scenario parody anyways. But anyways, Gru has froze the earth. The moon, you're next. So you know what
Oh yeah,
that
the
means, right,
moon.
Victor? LOL, yup, you're screwed again, you orange freak. Prepare to be a frozen universe. Well, I'm out. Goodbye.
Are those sirens? What was that background noise? Were those sirens? I couldn't tell. But dude, that was appreciate the shout out in that. But the propaganda bullshit. Why does it say 0 comments? EAS scenario sort by upload date in a nutshell. Yeah, that's like the perfect explanation for that. Is like, dude, you will find the weirdest, like, literally the strangest things when you search EAS scenarios. Filter on my upload date. Yeah, it is. It is a true. Okay, I was like, what do you mean they don't exist? Oh, there's me. But yeah, other all my streams, you'll just find like the. I mean, I haven't seen any, but like what EAS scenario, Jeff the Killer. This was a crappy siren I made a few months ago. Like, I mean, I can't say anything because I haven't seen the scenario, so I hate to like talk shit about a scenario I've never seen. But ES scenario Rising Heat. How many are there? Oh my god! What the fuck? Yeah! Let's rise the heat in this bitch, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man. I like the propaganda bullshit at the end. Alright, we gotta find a scenario. There was a scenario that I remember I watched from EAS um a while ago. It's been quite a long time since I've seen it. I think it was a this is YouTube is insane. I don't It was a Yellowstone eruption. There's me. Yeah, hiding from the sun. Dude, I remember I saw this and I was like, this is gas, dude. I mean, this was a really good scenario when I first remember seeing it. So I think we're gonna watch this one. Cause dude, some people don't like Ace's screens, but I find the writing to usually be like really intriguing and interesting, and a lot of super creative like
Hey
ideas
y'all,
come
it's
from
Ace,
Ace,
and I'd
dude.
just like to give a quick message before the start of this scenario. This scenario was co-written by my friend Beans. He handled
And shout out to Beans, bro. Shout out to Beans. No, Rito was right though. Like that's what it is. Like there are these strangest scenarios that pop up in there, man. It's been said for years now that the Yellowstone supervolcano has been long overdue for a major eruption. Signs are starting to appear that the day of disaster is approaching and very fast. I like Beans too, man. I don't know who Beans is, but I like the food Beans.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the United States Geological Survey and is being relayed through the National Weather Service. An earthquake warning has been issued for northwestern Wyoming and southwestern Montana until further notice. At around 10:14 a.m. local time, an earthquake was detected near the town of Pawhuska, TP, Wyoming, along Highway 14. This earthquake had a recorded magnitude of 6.3 on the Richter
The thing is
scale,
about
with an
earthquake warnings
epicenter being
is they
reported
come
around
after
50 miles
earthquakes.
away from
It's so
Yellowstone National Park.
It's like
Anyone
so
within a
counterintuitive,
30-mile
dude.
radius of Pawhuska TP should expect to experience
Like
earthquake
if
conditions
you've
within
ever
the
seen those
next 10 to
videos of
15
like
minutes.
in like
Even
Japan,
areas
for
outside of
example,
this 30-mile radius may experience
they get
violent
earthquake
shaking,
warnings like
though it will likely be
immediately
less
when they
intense.
detect them, and
If
the
you are in an
warning
area
will
that is
you'll get
experiencing
alerted
an earthquake, do
literally like
not panic,
dead
as
serious
that will
a
only make
second
the
before the
situation
earthquake happens.
worse.
It
Do
is
not
so.
attempt to go outside, as this
I mean,
may
it's
lead to the
better than
potential
nothing,
of
but it's like,
falling debris
man,
hitting you. Get to the lowest floor of the
we have
building
no
you are in,
burrito. Just wait
and
until we
take
get
cover
no
under a heavy
burrito.
piece of furniture or a large doorway. Aftershocks may occur even hours after the primary event. Aftershocks are usually smaller earthquakes that follow the main earthquake, but they can still be dangerous and create life-threatening conditions. The United States Geological Survey will keep a close watch on the Yellowstone volcano for potential eruptions in the future. Currently, an eruption is not imminent, nor expected. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
This can't be right.
What can't be right?
Yellowstone is reporting heavy seismic activity.
Is it happening?
I guess we'll have to wait and see, but let's not jump the gun yet.
Rito's evil cousin. How's everyone's day gone? Not bad. You? I mean, everybody. How's everybody? I'll just re-ask the question.
This is a community broadcast message being relayed through the Community Access Center. There is currently no active emergency. There is no need for panic. If there was an actual emergency, official instructions would have followed the alert tone. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the head of operations at Yellowstone National Park. Please stand by for an important message on the behalf of the head of operations at Yellowstone National Park. Starting tomorrow, July 4th, 2021, Yellowstone
Ironic.
National Park will be closed for the foreseeable future. This is due to an earthquake that occurred nearby on the morning of
Enjoying
July
another K stream.
2nd,
Good to hear you're enjoying.
2021. While there is no immediate risk for a volcanic
I
eruption,
enjoy
there have been
hosting it.
numerous
It's very
reports
fun.
of loose sliding land in the park that could potentially hurt or kill people if caught under it. In addition to the landslide risk, there have also been reports of animals behaving erratically in the park, which is believed to be due to their habitats being disturbed by the earthquakes. This closure is being put into
Have you
place to
guys
protect
ever
the general welfare
been
of the
to Yellowstone
public.
National
It
Park?
is unfortunate that we have to close for the Independence Day
I've
holiday, but
never
safety
been,
always
but I'd
comes
like to go.
first. For more information, and to
Very
track
beautiful
future news and
place.
updates
Great
on the
wildlife.
park, please visit the website for Yellowstone National Park. This has been a community broadcast message. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, and they're funny. They're funny and they don't take much effort. Like you just put a bunch of like bullshit in the text to speech generator and then there you go. You've not been? Yeah, man. Like I'd like to. My my
This
grandfather
message is
used
being
to
broadcast at the
take like my
request of
dad and
Wyoming
stuff.
state authorities.
They used
A
to go like all the
shelter-in-place
time.
order has been issued for northwestern
Been to the
Wyoming
Grand
until
Canyon
further
twice.
notice. Due to the potential risk of aftershocks, along with heavy damage to
Grand
roads and
Canyon would be cool
infrastructure
too.
after the July 2nd
Any
earthquake,
crazy
citizens are being asked to remain indoors
geological
while road
features
crews
like
try
that
to clear
are
off the roads.
pretty
Travel is
crazy to
highly
see.
ill-advised at this time due to
Went
poor
twice when
road
you lived in Arizona. You lived
conditions,
in
and you
Arizona.
should only leave your home for emergencies or for gathering essential supplies. This order will likely be lifted in the coming days if conditions continue to improve in the area. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
I like this screen. I like this screen. I like the purple on red on white, dude. That's nice. I like that.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the United States Geological Survey and is being transmitted through the National Weather Service. A volcanic eruption watch has been issued for the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho until further notice. Over the past 2 days, seismic activity has continued to occur in and around Yellowstone National Park. Seismologists believe that there is a moderate risk for an eruption
Yeah,
at
no,
Yellowstone
yes, no,
over the
yes,
coming
no,
days
maybe
due to
no.
this continued
Yeah,
seismic
that kind
activity.
of how it.
Citizens
Yeah.
should not panic, as that will only make the situation worse. The greatest risk area for a potential eruption involves anyone within a 60-mile radius of the Yellowstone supervolcano.
God,
This
more
is
than
due to the
60
potential
miles.
of a fast-moving cloud of volcanic material known as a pyroclastic flow. While this is not the only risk from a volcanic eruption, it is the primary one in the terms of immediate, farther-reaching effects. The United States Geological Survey will provide hourly updates on the situation at Yellowstone until the situation is resolved or until there is more news to share. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Like scenarios about super volcanoes or erupting and everything are cool, but people have the idea that Yellowstone is a ticking time bomb, and it is a pet peeve of mine because like I know a bit about like
This
volcanology.
is an administrative
It's
message
not a ticking
issued at the
time bomb.
request
It's
of the
not gonna
Park
happen.
County
Like
Police Department.
you're fine.
The following message is being issued in regards to recent events related to the potential of an eruption at Yellowstone. Please stand by for an important message on the behalf of the
Yeah, I
Park County
appreciate that.
Police
I feel that
Department.
way too,
Over the past few
especially about
days,
Hermitage.
many citizens have been panic buying supplies in the event of a volcanic eruption. This has led to widespread shortages in essential supplies in many stores around southern Montana. Please limit your grocery shopping to only what you need, and allow others to purchase essentials as well. Also, please be kind to people out in public. We have had many reports of civil disputes in the area in relation to supply shortages,
Hello,
and
Tristan
we
Weather.
please ask you to be patient with employees and your fellow man. That is all. We are all in this together. Thank you for your time.
Dang, dude, how many people are in here? Dude, I started streaming on Saturday. I had one viewer, two at max at one point, and now like there's like a continuous group of regulars that come. It's cool, dude. Welcome, big boss. I remember you from like the last time we did it.
This
Yeah,
message
last
is
night.
being broadcast at the request of
Welcome
government
back.
authorities within the states of
You
Wyoming,
too, Avon.
Montana, and Idaho. If you are receiving this
And
alert,
obviously,
you are in
FD.
immediate danger from the Yellowstone supervolcano. It is currently believed that the Yellowstone volcano will erupt within the next 48 to 96
Yeah,
hours.
it's
The potential
Hollywood
size
bound.
of this eruption is currently unknown. Please evacuate immediately. Only grab the essentials such as a battery-powered radio, 14 days worth of food, water, clothing, and medical supplies. You will be notified when it is safe to return. Please evacuate using the following routes for Wyoming: Route 25, Route 90, Route 80.
Thanks.
If you are in Idaho, use
Yeah, I
the
like this screen
following:
too. It's
Route
like
15, Route 86.
it's like an
If
easy
you are in
plus hybrid.
Montana,
If that
use
makes
Route
any sense.
90,
Like it
Route
has
15,
the scroll
Route
text like Easy
94.
Plus would,
This message will repeat every hour or until
with the
new
same sort
information
of
is
setup.
available.
but it's like a custom Easy Plus. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yeah, Ace reminds me of Hermitage with better visuals for sure.
Well,
And I, dude,
shit.
Ace has
It's going
crazy
down.
good stories.
What?
Let's go. It isn't safe here.
Yeah, safe to return. 70 years from then. Yeah, no, it would be jacked for hundreds of years. There wouldn't exactly be much to just be covered in tuff and ash. It would just be like ridiculous. Like you wouldn't want to be
Hello,
there.
my name is James Bold,
James Bold.
lead news anchor for First Coast Weather and News. Today, we have some big news from Montana. Yellowstone National Park has closed for the foreseeable future due to the potential of a large-scale eruption from the Yellowstone supervolcano. The states of Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho are currently beginning evacuations for residents in and around the Yellowstone area. We here in Florida hope for the absolute best for everyone within the path of this dangerous event. Though, there are predictions that this volcano could potentially have far-reaching impacts around the country, and even the world.
That'd be
In
cool.
other news, the nations of the world have been experiencing a large amount of economic turmoil in relation
That'd
to
be
the
cool
potential of
with
an
Ace.
eruption at
That'd be
Yellowstone.
cool. Ace is a legend, man. Yeah, James Bold is the main character. He literally is. I think you said it last night. James Bold is the
Shouldn't we be getting
protagonist
out of here?
of this universe.
We got orders to stay. We have to make sure no one enters.
This is a death sentence.
Have you guys been on patrol recently?
No. Why?
Then go! There might be people in the park still. Clear them out!
Yes, sir. Hey! You have to leave. It is not safe here.
Relax, my child. I have nothing to fear.
You have the law to fear. Let's go!
This land will not hurt me. As much
I don't know if you guys have seen the movie 2012. There's a guy like this in 2012. He's at Yellowstone and he loves volcanoes, so he just sits there and
as punish for the
he
foolishness of
refuses to
others.
leave.
Look, I know marijuana is legal and all, but you've had too much. Come on, get in the Jeep.
Your metal box can't contain me.
Like hell it won't. Just don't resist or I will be forced to contact a higher up.
You cannot remove me from the land I am a part of.
What? Are your feet glued to the ground?
Your man-made products cannot hold me down, but I can hold you down.
Nice Hawaiian shirt with sunglasses.
Now witness.
Witness what?
The punishment meant for all.
You got like some sort of explosive or something?
Well, you could say something like that.
I still haven't heard anything from David. I hope he's alright.
Relax, alright? He's gonna be fine.
God, I thought that was my phone.
Our vac
Jesus
orders came in.
Christ.
Write it on a sticky note for David to see when he gets back. And do it quick!
Yeah, you've seen it?
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, dude, like why would rangers even still be there evacuating people from the park? Who is in the park still? There's nobody in the park still, I can guarantee it.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the United States Geological Survey and is being transmitted through the National Weather Service. An earthquake warning has been issued for the states of Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and Utah. If you are receiving this alert,
Utah.
you are likely to be affected by earthquakes produced from seismic activity at Yellowstone National Park. These earthquakes will likely be in the magnitude range of 6.0 or greater on the Richter scale.
Yeah, it'd be
There will
ridiculous.
likely be damage caused to homes, cars, and other infrastructure. Uprooted trees, and damage to highways and road networks are also likely to occur. If you are caught outside, remain away from tall structures to prevent injury or death from falling debris. If you are indoors, seek shelter under a table or other sturdy object. 911 services will likely not be available, as cell towers will
James
likely
never
be
dies.
damaged, and telephone lines will
Has
also
he ever?
receive damage. Stay tuned
Like, I'm
to local
curious to
news
know if
media
he
for more
ever has, or
information and
has he
future
actually been
updates on
alive
this event.
in every scenario?
All of
2
you
a.m.
are fools. Every single one of you. Ruining the planet that you live on. You're only one.
We have to survive somehow.
I get chopping down some trees and having to kill animals, but not this excessive level of pollution. Now, it's time for the Earth to hurt you.
And how will that happen?
Yeah, oh shit, bro. Good luck.
What was that?
I think you already know.
Let me go! This volcano will kill me! Ah!
I am afraid I cannot let you go. You must pay the price for
Damn,
your
dude, he's
actions.
putting his fucking
I have a
all
family.
into this.
My wife, my 2 kids. What about them?
You showed no mercy to the land, and the land will show no mercy back.
That's really messed up.
What you humans did was messed up, and now the bill has arrived. It's time to pay up.
There's a god among men disguised as a reporter, yeah. Mother Earth shall punish her children. She already is. Unfortunately.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the United States Geological Survey.
There's so many
The
pointless
United
tones
States
that
Geological
exist.
Survey has issued a volcano
Like
warning
volcano
to the
warnings,
states
they've
of
never
Montana,
been used,
Wyoming,
ever.
and Idaho
But they
until further
exist.
notice. The Yellowstone
And
National Park
they use civil danger
supervolcano is
warnings
active, and an
and like
eruption is
ashfall
imminent.
warnings
If you
for
have not
volcanoes in like
already,
Hawaii
please
instead of
evacuate,
volcano warnings.
preferably to the east or
Like,
south.
why?
The ash
What's
cloud
the-
from this
what's the
volcano
point?
will block out the sun and will do extensive damage to the towns near Yellowstone. Anyone within a 60-mile radius of the blast will likely be hit with a pyroclastic flow. A pyroclastic flow is a wall of superheated volcanic material that will likely kill you immediately if you are caught outside in it. If you are indoors, get to the lowest floor of a building and cover your vital organs. If you are outside a 100-mile radius of Yellowstone, evacuation is still a valid option. Before you leave, tie a white
Dude,
towel to your
Okay,
mailbox.
I don't even think it's a valid option. Hold on. We're gonna look this up. Yellowstone eruption ashfall map. Hypothetical, okay? God, I can't spell. It's whatever. I mean, it only takes a few millimeters to collapse an entire roof of a house with ash, okay? So, like, we're out to, like, West Virginia and, I mean, a little more than 100 miles. Like, if you're in the United States, you should probably
to let emergency services
Go.
know you have evacuated. This evacuation order is mandatory. Montana State Police will assist, along with Wyoming Highway Patrol and Idaho State Troopers. Please do not panic. Panicking will only make things worse. Do not go to school or nursing homes to collect family or friends. Those facilities have their own evacuation plan.
Always good to be prepared. Amen for that, dude. Should always be prepared for everything.
This won't be good.
Yeah,
This
pretty
will
much.
devastate the whole United States.
Yeah.
Not just the states. Most of the world would be
Yeah, if you live in the U.S., you'd be pretty jacked.
This isn't good.
Like on the East
Clearly
Coast,
not,
you'd be
Jamie.
okayer,
Well, do you have any
but
better
I
ideas,
mean,
wise guy?
Keep the public properly informed.
the air quality
That's
would be
all we
terrible.
can do
There'd
now.
be no food. There'd be no clean drinking water. Like,
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Riverton, Wyoming. An ashfall advisory has been issued for the states of Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, and Utah. Due to the
Utah.
eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, high accumulations of ash are expected to settle across
dude,
the
it's
area in
so
the
funny
coming
because
days. While this
I
is
don't
not
even
an
think this would be
immediate risk to your
practical.
life,
Like, these
people that
states
have
literally
sensitive
wouldn't
lungs
be
or
there
asthma may
anymore.
struggle with this event.
Like, there would be
If
no
you have
surviving
sensitivities
populace
related to
in
air quality,
these
it is
states that
recommended you
would be
wear a
able to
mask
receive
or
the
other
warning.
facial covering when you go outdoors.
Like,
Heavy
the
ash plumes may
least of
also
your
affect
concerns
motor
would
function in
be
many
the breathing
vehicles,
quality
leading
at
to
that time.
potential
You'd be
engine
under
failure while
several
driving.
feet
If you notice your engine begin
of,
smoking or
of
making
volcanic
strange
glass.
sounds,
Like,
pull off of the road immediately. Stay tuned to local news media, along with the National Weather Service for more information and future updates on this event.
yeah, I do like the
Repeating,
screen.
an ashfall advisory has been issued for the states of Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, and Utah.
Dude, you'd have to put an ashfall advisory for the whole country.
Well, it erupted.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, you grabbed all the important documents, right?
Yeah, I have all of it.
Good. Because there is no home anymore.
Yeah, rip. Someone's still in Montana, dude. Where's Bozeman County at in Montana? That if you're in Montana, I feel like you'd just
This
be
message is
donezo.
being broadcast at the request of the Bozeman County Police Department. A 911 telephone outage emergency is currently underway in and around
Bozeman
Gallatin
is
County,
north of
Montana.
Yellowstone
Due
by
to a
like 50
combination of the
miles.
eruption of Yellowstone
You're
and
done.
subsequent aftershocks, most telephone lines and communication towers have been heavily damaged or destroyed.
They have a little
While
more
it is
than a
still
telephone
too early
outage.
to know, current estimates show that around 97% of people will lose cell service by the end of the day, if they haven't already. This means law enforcement will likely have trouble reaching you in the event of an emergency. If you are within a 60-mile radius of Yellowstone still, you essentially have to fend for yourself. Do not
Yeah.
ask for
Dude,
authorities
it's like
to come into
a
the range of
super
the
nuke,
pyroclastic
dude.
flow right now,
It's crazy.
as you are not only endangering your own life, but the lives of our officers. We are truly sorry it has to
Dude,
be this way, but we can hold on
Bozeman,
to as many people as we can to try
Montana
and be able to
would be
rapidly
the
recover what we
first
can.
place
May
evacuated.
God bless you all, and good luck out there.
Dude, there'd be nobody left to issue a 911 outage emergency to, dude. I just looked on Google Maps. They'd be gone. They'd
Do
be
you
a
know where to
hole.
go?
Yeah, we're going over to my parents' house in Maryland.
Do you think we will be safe there?
I hope so. Damn. The city seems dead.
It's creepy.
It's almost abandoned.
Yeah. That'll happen.
This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the city of Pittsburgh. A contaminated water warning has been issued for the city of Pittsburgh until further notice. After running a variety of tests on the local water supply, it was found that samples
sure,
of
man.
volcanic ash
He
were in
does-
the
he
water.
has good-
This
he
ash
has
could
good visuals.
possibly
They're
contain
fine.
small chunks of
They're
rock,
fine. They're not
toxic
mind-blowing,
materials, or even
like they're not like
microscopic
incredible
pieces of
analog
glass.
horror
At this time, it is
synth
advised
80s
that you do not
looking,
use any
you
water
know,
from
crazy
systems in
shit
your house for
Hollywood
cooking
special
or
effects,
drinking.
but they don't need to be.
Bathing or washing clothes should be okay, but ingesting water could be dangerous. If you are bathing, it is advised you only do so if you have no open wounds. If you do have open wounds, cover them with a bandage or some other cloth
I'm close
before
to
getting
200
into the
subs.
bath
How many
or
subs do I
shower.
have? Oh my
For
god, I have
drinking and
194.
cooking,
I had
only
like
use prepackaged
170
water.
yesterday.
An estimated cleanup time for this volcanic material in the water supply is unknown. Stay tuned to local news media
Damn.
for more information and future updates on this event.
It's pretty cool, man. That's
Damn.
just
Ash has already gotten this far.
It has been somewhat windy.
True.
Dude, LA would be in a bit of a... Yeah. Yeah.
This message
They're
is being
enough. That's
broadcast
the
at the
best way to
request of the
explain it. They're
United
enough.
States Geological
The
Survey.
story of
A
his
landslide
scenarios
warning
makes
has
up
been
for
issued for California
the
until
enoughness
further
of the
notice.
screens.
Aftershocks from the earthquake and subsequent volcanic eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano have been occurring throughout the state of California. These aftershocks have been relatively mild, with a few
I did
exceptions.
shout you out in my community
Due to
post
an
as
unusually
promised.
high rain
Oh,
total
shit. I
across the
didn't even...
state, there is a lot of potentially loose and
What?
unstable ground. Further aftershocks have the potential to cause landslides. If you have in a low-lying area
Damn,
or
man.
along the foot of a hill or
Appreciate that. That's
mountain,
awesome.
you should be wary of
Me and Dante,
landslides.
dude. That's awesome.
There are a
Thank
few
you.
things you can do to ensure
That's
your
sick.
safety. If a landslide is approaching you, do not
That's
attempt
awesome.
to outrun it.
Appreciate that.
Landslides frequently move at speeds much faster than a human can run. Even attempting to outrun a landslide in a vehicle is extremely dangerous. There are ways to tell if a landslide is possibly going to occur. Generally, hearing a rumbling sound or hearing the sound of rocks or trees moving is a good indicator. Also, damage or cracks in property foundation may be an indicator. For more information, visit the United States Geological Survey website on landslides to learn more. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Dude, speaking of volcanoes, there's this super volcano in California.
Callie is feeling the effects of the eruption.
How bad is it?
Landslides, aftershocks.
Damn. This doesn't seem good at all.
Yeah, it'll only get worse from here.
Damn, in Maryland?
Well,
Oh.
we made it.
I'm glad we did, and without much disturbance nonetheless.
Let's hope things are going well here.
Yeah, I like to make weather scenarios too, man.
Ha, you made it.
Yeah, we made it. No troubles. But Ash has already hit Pittsburgh.
Really? It's traveling that fast? Holy crap.
It sure is. I wonder how much time we have left. Hello, my name is Garrett Kelly, and I'm an enthusiast weather spotter. Recently, the events of
Bro, me
Yellowstone
and Garrett are
affected
the
my
same.
home. I no longer have one,
Never mind.
but I'm staying at my parents' with my wife, Catherine. We drove here, and when passing through Pittsburgh, ash was already in the water supply, so they had to issue a contaminated water warning. The city itself looked abandoned. It was super eerie.
Yeah, dude, I love to make weather scenarios.
Anyways, I'll be doing audio
but
logs
they're
of the
so
events that go
overdone.
on. Right
and
now,
I know
nothing
that, and
too
I
bad
know
is
most
happening,
people are
so
kind
I'll
of
be
sick
back
of
with an
weather
update in a later
scenarios if they're
audio
not
log.
like incredible. But I still make them. I still pump them out.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Chicago, Illinois. A high wind warning has been issued for the state of Illinois until further notice. Throughout the next couple of
The
days,
entire
a high-pressure
state.
system is expected to settle in along much of the Midwest and Great Lakes regions of the country. This will lead to high winds and wind gusts throughout the viewing area. This will lead to potentially dangerous outdoor conditions during the daytime hours. Current forecast models show these powerful winds staying in place for at least the next 5 days. Winds will likely stay at a consistent speed of 30 to 50 miles per hour during the day, dropping to below 25 miles per hour during the night. It is advised you tie down any loose objects outside in order to ensure they do not become airborne projectiles. In addition to airborne debris, this high wind circulation will likely cause large amounts of ash to move west at an increased rate. This ash plume is from the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano that occurred 2 days ago. A majority of the ash plume may reach the East Coast within the coming days. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. Repeating, a high wind warning has been issued for the state of Illinois until further notice.
I'm pretty sure that the ash plume from an eruption like this, dude, it would be in the East Coast by like the end of the day. Or well, I guess it is. It erupted
Well, back to the
yesterday
masks we go.
when
We're gonna need
scenario
more than
wise.
just your regular corona mask, you know. I have some paint respirators out in the shed, just in the back. Just need to order some filters on Amazon, but they should be fine.
All right, sounds good.
Corona mask. Get some paint respirators. Well, warning.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Baltimore, Maryland. An air quality alert has been issued for the state of Maryland until further notice. Due to a combination of windy conditions and ash in the air from the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, air quality is severely limited. People with breathing sensitivities or disorders such as asthma or COPD are at a high risk for experiencing trouble breathing or respiratory distress symptoms. If you must go out in
people with
public,
asthma would
be sure to wear some sort of facial mask or other covering to prevent the inhalation of ash or other dangerous particles. If you begin experiencing trouble breathing or other forms of respiratory distress, please contact
Or using Amazon after
911
Yellowstone
immediately or seek medical attention at a local facility. Even people with no prior medical history of respiratory issues can have trouble breathing the air outside due to the low quality. Also, it is possible ash from the atmosphere will fall closer to the ground. This ash could potentially get into your eyes and cause damage. If you notice ash beginning to fall, it is advised you wear some type of eye protection, such as glasses or goggles. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Has the package arrived yet?
Yeah. They actually just arrived today.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Where's
man,
the
dude, Prime is
respirators?
Yeah,
crazy.
we'll be able to go and get supplies.
They'll still be on
no,
it,
you
dude.
won't. The ash clouds moving in will ruin the roads. Do
They
not
like
go out.
Don't
abuse
worry.
Amazon
My
workers
Subaru
though. I
will
don't know
do
if you guys have
just fine
seen
in the
the
ash.
shit on like
I don't
Twitter
think you
and like
understand.
news
Your
stuff,
engine
dude.
will overheat. Do
Literally,
not go
some of
out.
them can't access
We'll
their
see.
phones, go on bathroom breaks, have lunch breaks, anything. All for like $10 an hour, dude.
All
It's
right,
crazy.
this is a couple days later, and the ash is moving in slowly. The roads are becoming dangerous, but somehow Amazon delivered a package to us.
Yeah,
Bezos seems to always find
yeah, he is.
Anyways,
He's a
it came in
fucking
clutch this time, and we have fresh filters for our
evil
respirators.
Bezos, man.
My dad thinks my Subaru won't survive in the ash, but I beg to differ. Anyways, I'll keep you guys in the know.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Baltimore, Maryland. An ashfall warning has been issued for the state of Maryland until further notice. A large plume of ash from the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano has reached the northeastern United States. Accumulations of ash on the ground will be anywhere from 1 to 8 inches, and
Damn.
these numbers will likely vary wildly. This ashfall will likely make breathing outdoors difficult for anyone, regardless of health. Driving in these conditions will be dangerous, as visibility will likely be reduced to near zero in some areas. Along with that, large amounts of ash can interfere with the function of engines. If you must go outdoors,
That's what I
it is
learned about
advised that you do not drive a
volcanic
motorized
eruptions.
vehicle,
It's
as there
scary,
is a high
man.
risk of engine failure during this event.
The ash will
Turn
get
off
in your
all heating
lungs,
and cooling units
and
outside
the
of your
moisture
home,
of your
as
lungs
ash
will
can
mix with
also
the
damage the
ash,
motors
and your
on these
lungs will
devices.
fill with
Stay
cement,
tuned to local news media for more
and you'll
information and future
suffocate.
updates on this event.
It's terrifying.
So, any updates?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
You keep it short.
We're fucked.
Long version?
Well, the ash cloud is quickly moving east and will cover the rest of the United States in around 48 to 72 hours. The sun will be blocked out, the solar power grids will cripple.
Damn. This is pretty bad. What do we even tell the people?
What's even worse is that the U.S. ain't even prepared for this level of disaster.
There's no way to prepare for this type of disaster.
Don't know if you heard, Garrett, but the ash cloud is going to be here very soon.
Do we have all the supplies we need?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Good, because I'd rather not travel.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Baltimore, Maryland, in conjunction with the United States Geological Survey. A special weather statement has been issued for the state of Maryland until further notice. This message is being issued in regards to the ash cloud from the Yellowstone supervolcano eruption that occurred 6 days ago. This large plume of ash has been observed to block out the sun. This means solar panels will be rendered useless, and plant life will die. Please follow the
Special
following
weather
steps to ensure your safety.
Clearly.
Do not travel at any cost. Travel will be extremely difficult, since the roads will be covered in ash, and visibility will be near zero. Shut off all heating and ventilation systems
have
to
acid
reduce
rain,
ash
too.
inhalation. Ash can get into the ventilation system, be inhaled into the lungs, and can potentially lead to your death. If you absolutely must travel, wear a respirator or mask to reduce ash inhalation. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service and local news media for more information and future updates on this event. Repeating, a special weather statement has been issued for the state of Maryland until further notice.
Man, I just remember that scenario I watched last night about, oh God, I think it was a 5,000-foot tsunami that hits
They're
Houston.
saying this is
Oh
crazy.
my
huh?
God.
They haven't seen crazy yet. They don't even know what crazy is.
Nature Man's still
They have
alive?
not seen anything yet. This is what happens when you don't respect nature. It fights back. I wonder how that poor sob back in
Bro,
Wyoming
what the
is doing
fuck?
right
You
now.
left him there?
He's probably been reduced to no more than the ash around him.
Yeah, man, acid rain, dude. It's a serious problem after volcanoes, dude. All that sulfur dioxide, bro, ruins your day. I should have put that should be a warning. Like a same code or whatever. An acid rain warning. They'd have to issue it for like Flint, Michigan every day. Or like not Flint,
This message
Gary,
is being
Indiana.
broadcast at the request of the National Weather
Literally
Service
the entire
office in
town
Odessa,
is like
Texas.
coal
A
plants,
severe weather
dude.
statement has been issued for the counties of Ector, Crane, Midland, and Upton until 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. At around 1:33 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a dry thunderstorm was located around 7 miles south of Odessa, moving northeast at around 15 miles per hour. This thunderstorm seems to have little to no precipitation. It is believed that this is due to the large amount of ash in the atmosphere and low relative humidity in the area. Due to the low precipitation nature of this storm, lightning from this storm is particularly dangerous. If lightning were to hit a dry patch of land or foliage, it could potentially spark a large wildfire. This storm was observed by spotters to have frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. In addition to frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, wind gusts in excess of 60
Just send
miles
a
per
wall
hour
to
are
that.
possible with this storm. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service for more information and future updates on this dangerous storm. Repeating, a severe weather statement has been issued for the
CFT,
counties
thanks
of
for joining
Ector,
in.
Crane,
Hope you can
Midland, and
join
Upton
again.
until 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Grand Rapids, Michigan. A flash
Wait, didn't
freeze
it just say
warning has
Grand
been issued
Rapids?
for the state of Michigan until further notice.
Am
Due
I
to the
tripping?
eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, a large ash plume has been
I could have
moving
sworn it
across
just
the
said like
United
Grand
States.
Rapids,
This has led to an almost
like
complete blocking of the sun. A
Minnesota.
combination of high winds and the sun being
Unless I'm
blocked out
crazy.
will lead to a
Am I
rapid
crazy?
drop in temperatures across the north central plains and the Great Lakes. Temperatures are expected to drop below freezing across the warned area,
Maybe I'm
with
just
wind
dumb. I
chill
don't know.
values dipping into the 20s.
I was sworn it
Prepare
said.
for the potential of dangerous road conditions,
Oh.
including black ice. Power may be lost during the duration of this event. It is advised you prepare now with numerous layers of clothes and blankets. Food shortages
Okay.
will likely
I
occur
was
due to
like, I
crop failures.
didn't want to
Help may
set the
not be
scenario
immediately
back, but I
available in your area
could
due
have
to
sworn
dangerous
it
road
said
conditions.
Minnesota.
Please only call emergency services under absolutely dire circumstances. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service and local news media for more information and future updates on this event. Repeating, a flash freeze warning has been issued for the state of Michigan until further notice.
Orlando. I like Orlando. It's nice when
This
you're not
message is
dealing with
being broadcast at the request of the
meth
National Weather
addicts.
Service office in
But
Melbourne,
unfortunately, that is
Florida.
like
An
a common
excessive heat
occurrence,
warning has
especially in
been issued
Florida.
for the counties of Orange,
They like
Lake,
spawn there.
Polk, Osceola, and Brevard until further notice. A high-pressure system will settle over the state of Florida in the coming days, leading to little to no precipitation. Temperatures are expected to reach as high as 105 degrees in some
my
areas,
God.
with heat index temperatures reaching past 110. This is a particularly dangerous situation.
Yeah,
It is
PDS hot.
advised that you do not go outside for more than 15 minutes at a time during the daytime hours. If you must be outside, be sure to drink plenty of water and keep yourself hydrated. If you are working outdoors, take frequent breaks and stay indoors when you can. Do not
I'd be
use an excessive
screwed.
amount of air conditioning or electronics indoors. Due to the rapid increase in temperatures, people will likely be running their air conditioners around the clock. This may lead to power outages in the area from the sheer energy demand. Stay tuned to local news media and the National Weather Service for more information and future updates on this event.
God, that would suck. I
Repeating,
hate
an excessive
hot
heat warning
weather.
has been issued for the counties of
I'd lose
Orange,
my mind.
Lake, Polk, Osceola,
My
and
AC
Brevard
has
until
such poor
further notice.
circulation in my house, I would actually cook. Like, I'd be screwed. It gets to like 85 degrees in my room sometimes. It's disgusting.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Odessa County Fire and Rescue Department, along with the National Weather Service office in Odessa, Texas. A wildfire warning has been issued for the counties of Ector, Crane, Winkler, Ward, Upton, Midland, Martin, and Andrews. On the morning of July 17, 2021, a dry thunderstorm sparked a small brush fire just outside of Odessa in Ector County. This fire has been rapidly spreading throughout the surrounding counties, including, but
Yeah, dude,
not
I would
limited
too.
to, Crane,
I can't take
Winkler,
all this. I can't take
Ward,
all these dry
Upton,
thunderstorms and
Midland,
this
Martin,
hot
and
air.
Andrews.
Oh, God.
Anyone within the listed counties should remain on the lookout for rapidly changing conditions. High winds
I
and
have a
dry
lizard,
conditions will likely
so I have a
encourage the
heat
rapid
lamp in my
spread of
room
this
too.
fire. Due
To
to
keep
low
my
resources
lizard's
in the
tank
area,
at
the
like
local
around like
fire
a constant
departments are
90
having trouble
degrees.
battling this
And
large
oh my
fire.
God, it
Right
makes the
now,
room
the
hot
fire
too.
is
So you can
estimated
imagine
to
on
be
a
around
summer day
10%
where it's
contained.
already
If
like
you observe this
95
fire near
degrees
you,
outside.
you
With
are
that
urged to
heat lamp,
evacuate
it's just
immediately.
terrible.
Stay tuned to local news media and the National Weather Service for more
It's
information and
just
future
awful.
updates on this event. Repeating, a wildfire warning has been issued for the counties of Ector, Crane, Winkler, Ward, Upton, Midland, Martin, and Andrews.
Well, don't know if you guys heard, but wildfires are spreading in Texas, and Florida got an excessive heat warning. Seems more than just ashes affecting the states. I'd hate to know how the rest of the world is doing. I know things are getting hectic in Maryland. We began to run low on supplies yesterday, so I'll have to drive out to Walmart, which is around 10 miles or so from the house. I'll be taking my trusty 2005 Subaru Outback, though, and it has all-wheel drive. So I don't think I have anything to worry about. I'm pretty confident in my car. I'll be safe. I'll take my respirator and survival kit. I'll update you all when I get back.
Dude, I get it, man. I start sweating and like, dude, I don't sweat as much from the heat. I think it's the dew point. Cause like sometimes it'll be only like 60 degrees outside, but if the dew point is like 60 something and it's like disgusting, like humid, I can't take that, man. Like I'll sweat from any moisture. It's so gross.
This is an administrative message,
terrible.
which is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the state of Minnesota. Important information regarding critical steps to preserve your life over the coming months will follow. Please stand by. Due to the volcanic eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano and the subsequent after effects, widespread crop failures have been occurring across large swathes of agricultural area in the United States. This has led to a low supply of food across many states, including the state of Minnesota. Residents are being asked to try and limit themselves to one meal a day in order to help ensure everyone can get food.
Yeah,
We know
sad.
that this is a tough time for everyone, but we need to do what we have to in order to survive and get through this event.
That would
If
happen,
you do
though.
not have enough food in your home to last you and your family for at least the next 2 weeks, contact your local government office, and they will see if they can assist you. This has been an administrative message. Thank you for your time.
Especially, it would devastate the Midwest's corn production, dude. It'd just be screwed. There'd just be no food anymore. Have to live off dog food. You gotta do what you gotta do.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Birmingham Police Department. A local area emergency has been issued for the city of Birmingham, Alabama, until further notice. Throughout the day today, numerous reports of civil unrest have come in from around the city. Law enforcement are reporting that this unrest is in response to the lack of food within the city. Authorities are asking residents to please remain calm, and to know that the city is doing the best it can to provide all of its citizens with food. Nobody needs to go hungry, but we all need to be patient. The eruption at Yellowstone has caused a large amount of crop failures throughout the country, leading to reduced stock of meats, fruit, vegetables, and other foods. If possible, try and eat primarily canned food. If you do see an instance of civil unrest outdoors today, remain a safe distance away, and contact your local law enforcement office immediately. Thank you. Your cooperation is appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
I eat so much, I don't think I'd survive. I have like 17 meals a day. I don't know that I could limit myself to one can a day. It's insanity. I'd end up eating like trees.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Orlando Police Department, in conjunction with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. A civil danger warning has been issued for the city of Orlando, Florida, until further notice. This message is being issued in regards to an ongoing situation at the SunTrust building in downtown Orlando. A gas leak caused by rising temperatures in the area has led to a dangerous situation for civilians in the area. It is believed when hot ash from the Yellowstone eruption mixed with the natural gas in open air, the SunTrust Center collapsed from an explosion inside the building.
Damn.
Casualties have not been reported, but police urge everyone to stay away from downtown Orlando until an all clear is given. Further explosions or even fires may spark due to this explosion. Inhaling and debris from the accident site could also be dangerous to your health. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
No scenario would be complete without a civil danger warning, for real. It's the staple of all... Dude, they're issued in tornado scenarios all the time, and I don't think that's ever happened. I don't know that there's been civil danger warnings after, like, even super outbreaks. I don't think that's happened before.
This
like, a lot of
message is being
EAS scenarios
broadcast at
make
the
everything
request of
seem
the
like
Jonesboro Police
they put out
Department.
warnings
A
and
power outage
advisories
emergency
and
has been declared for the
administrative messages
Jonesboro
for
metropolitan area.
everything.
There has been widespread
But dude,
reports of power outages in
I
and
don't think
around
I've ever been
Jonesboro,
under a civil
with an
danger
estimated
warning.
overall failure rate of
I don't, like-
95%. It is believed that this large-scale power outage was caused by a combination of factors, including, but
It's
not
stuff like a
limited
power
to,
outage
excessive
emergency and like
energy
a
demand,
911
high
outage thing.
local winds,
I've
and
never
heavy air pollution from the
seen
volcanic
those
eruption at
near
Yellowstone.
me Ever.
Numerous cases of heat exhaustion or heat stroke have been reported due to high temperatures and people not being able to use their air conditioners. As a reminder, residents should remain
Yeah.
indoors during times of high heat.
Yeah, me
While
neither, man.
temperatures are
I had
not high
no
enough to
idea.
warrant a warning, residents that
Like,
are very
so
young,
there's so many
old, or physically
tones in
frail are
codes
susceptible to heat-related
for
illnesses.
warnings and stuff that
If you begin to
that just
feel
aren't
exhausted from the
used. I had a
heat,
list
be
open
sure to
earlier,
drink
and there's
plenty
so
of
many.
water
There's
and
one
to
for
rest.
there's a
An
nuclear
estimated
power
repair
plant
time for
warning.
local power
Like,
is
bro.
currently unknown. Local electrical companies are working their hardest to solve this blackout, but due to unfavorable weather conditions, this may take some time. Please be patient, and your cooperation is appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Or like community message alerts or whatever. Like, I've never had one of those. I've never had something
Hello
relay
everyone,
through
my
my
name is
radio and
James
be like, hey,
Bold, lead
you can
news
go
anchor
check
for
out some
First
flowers
Coast Weather and
downtown.
News.
Like, it's never
Today,
happened.
we are here to discuss what is going on across the country. The Yellowstone supervolcano has caused hardships for basically every American. Numerous strange weather phenomena have been occurring around the country, such as freezing
You can't
temperatures in
question it.
June for the
It
northern
just
plains,
did.
and dry thunderstorms causing wildfires in Texas. Even
Yeah,
here in
James Bold,
Florida,
there you
the
go.
SunTrust building in downtown Orlando
Even though,
exploded because of a gas leak
yeah,
and the excessive heat the state has been feeling the past
he's
few
under
days.
like several hundred
It has felt
degrees.
like you're being boiled alive when you walk
His
outside.
buildings
But
around him
all of
are
this leaves us
exploding.
with many questions, such as where do we go next? What do we do? And what will the government's response even be to such a large-scale catastrophe? What can you say to a nation that can't be consoled?
Yeah.
One where tens of thousands have died and lost loved ones? One where the livelihoods of millions of people have been destroyed? How do we even come back from such a disaster?
You usually don't.
Unfortunately, I do not have the answers to these questions, but only time will tell. Admittedly, going outside and seeing the black skies on some days does not inspire much hope. And with Yellowstone showing no sign of slowing down with its eruptions, albeit more minor ones than what happened on July
Yeah, no,
10,
tens of
who
thousands is
knows when we can
absolutely
even
lenient. It
begin
would
to
be in the
recover.
millions.
But no
It
matter
would,
what, we
especially
must try our best to
with the
persevere through
scenario,
these
how they're
troubling
portraying
times.
it, since they only
We must make
evacuated
it out,
60
no
miles,
matter the
it
cost,
would be
no matter how
way
long it
higher.
takes.
It'd be
This
so
has been
high.
your nightly
They
report from
literally
First
didn't even
Coast Weather
tell
and News.
the
I am James
place
Bold,
50 miles
and I and
away
everyone else here at
to
the station
evacuate.
hopes you have a
They
good
issued a
night.
911 outage emergency. It would be millions, and it would be it'd be like 90% of the country would have their livelihood destroyed.
This is a national emergency. All stations
The
will
only people
suspend
that
their
wouldn't would be
regularly
like
scheduled
emergency
broadcasting in order
responders.
to transmit their emergency message. An important message will follow the alert tone. Please stand by. The following is a pre-recorded message from the President of the United States. Please stand by for this important message from the President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, this is a dark time for the United States as a country, both figuratively and literally. Across the country, the United States have been experiencing a wide variety of
God, I would
natural
hate for the
disasters,
president to brief
from
us and
boiling
make a
heat in
pun.
the south, frigid temperatures and strong winds in the north,
It's a dark time.
landslides and earthquakes in the west. It
Figuratively and
has been
literally.
a stressful time.
Bro,
That's
come on.
not even mentioning the large plume of ash causing problems all throughout the United States. There has been widespread food shortages all across the country and numerous instances of power outages due to these events. While an exact number is unknown, it is estimated that tens of thousands of Americans have died in relation to the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano. Despite these pressing times, we need to remain strong. We need to stick together. The National Guard will be deployed to protect the rest of the survivors and bring them to DC for refuge. Nothing stops the
It is
American
absolutely
spirit.
not the time
Like
for
a
puns,
phoenix,
Mr.
we will
President.
rise from the ashes with a new
Exactly, my
our
brother in
hands.
Christ for succumbing to a
Do not
super
let our words
volcano,
get you down.
and he wants to make
We
a
can
joke
fail
about
in
how
the end.
it is a
Together.
dark time, literally
Thank
and
you for your
figuratively.
time, and try your best to keep
Like,
your head up.
bro, we're dying. I have to eat
This
a can of
concludes
Chef
this activation
Boyardee
of
per
the
day.
emergency alert system. Thank you for
My
your
house is
time.
burning down. There's lightning striking around me with no rain, and there's people fighting in the streets. And buildings are exploding, and you're telling me it's a dark time, figuratively. And literally.
Well, the president came on the air the other day and mentioned that the National Guard what is left of the National Guard, is going to be deployed to collect survivors and centralize them. Apparently, all contact with the West Coast has been lost, and they're estimating quite a few million people have died.
See, that's
So
realistic.
they decided DC was
That's
going to be the
realistic.
best spot to have everyone. Sorry for the coughing. The air quality's been getting really bad around here. Even with the respirator, it doesn't seem to be doing much. Anyways, Catherine and my mom are going first to DC, and my dad and I will leave the next day. We want to make sure they make it safe. I have a feeling, though, it's all going to fall apart, but we'll just have to wait and see. But before we go,
Rip
'cause I'm
Garrett,
not leaving
bro.
for a couple of days, I do have to grab supplies. We ran out again. The roads are getting worse, along with the air quality, but rumor is some good Samaritan is out plowing the roads with his truck, so they'll be safer to travel.
Plowing volcanic glass off the road.
I'll make another log when I get back. Hopefully I'll be in better health.
Garrett blew up the White House. This is what's going on.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Maryland Department of Transportation. A dangerous travel alert has been issued for the entirety of
Bro, I've
Maryland.
never heard
There
of
have been
this.
numerous reports of a multi-car pileup
They
along
don't
Highway
issue.
1, resulting
I
in the
understand
closure
the
of
use
Route
for
1 between
storytelling,
Conowingo and
obviously,
Berkeley.
and it's not
The
actually a
collision
problem.
has resulted
But
in 2
EAS
deaths
scenarios
and
make
9
it sound
injuries
like
so
they
far.
issue
The
alerts for
Department of
everything.
Transportation and local police advise citizens not to travel, as the high accumulation of ash particles can lead to engine failure, and visibility is near zero across the state. Only travel if it is an emergency, or until official instruction says otherwise. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Is this thing on? Oh, it is. Hi, everyone. I know you're all fans of my son Garrett and his work. It truly means a lot to see a huge group of people supportive of my son like this. I would have never expected this in my lifetime, especially when my son. It truly means a lot. But
Oh, no.
a couple days ago, he passed away. He went to gather supplies, couldn't see on the roadway, and got involved in a multi-car pileup in Route 1 here in Maryland. I'm sorry I had to be the one to deliver this to you all by
His
myself,
dad is
but I know
pretty
Garrett
calm
wouldn't want you all left
for
in
delivering
silence.
this.
It wouldn't be right. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah, you did.
Humanity
Fucking
has
nailed
long
it.
ignored the red flags and
How is
warning
Nature
signals that have
Man
been
still
given to you.
alive? He was
Numerous
literally
catastrophic
there. He
weather
was
events
at
that were
Yellowstone. He
awful
was at the park
tragedies,
when it
yet they
erupted.
continue to do nothing about it. Hurricane Katrina, the 2011 tornado outbreak, the 2020 wildfire season, and numerous other natural disasters. So many that I couldn't even count them all if I tried. It's so sad that those people died. Maybe they would learn their lesson this time, I'm sure Mother Nature thought. But they never did. They act like they care, and they push for change, and they preach that they need to change their selfish ways, but they never practice it. To them, it was all a game about numbers. Or that this was bound to happen at one point. It's fate. Why should we do anything about it? But oh, how wrong they were. The effort of humanity in the past few years to change their ways is admittedly admirable, but it's too little, too late. The planet has been screaming in your ear, writhing in its
Gotta make
own
James
agony
Bold
for
and Nature
decades,
Man fight.
yet you just ignored it. But now
They must
that
fight
you
to the
hear
death.
that in just a short amount of time that the Earth could just be
That's so
healthy,
ridiculous. How did
now you
Nature
want to do
Man
something about it.
survive?
It's too late.
I
You
can't
should have
believe that.
tried harder years ago.
He tied up a
And now,
random
when
park
Mother
ranger
Nature
that was
really
trying to
gives you the
save
loudest
people's
wake-up call in
lives at the
decades,
park,
you still
left him
probably
there, and
won't
then he
change
drove
in this
away,
moments.
killed the park ranger,
Well,
and now he's
that
talking
is if
about
it
Mother
ever even
Nature.
ends. The world may just slowly freeze itself in a blanket of volcanic ash. Crops will continue to fail. People will go hungry. The human race may just die off. This may all sound cruel to you, but it's no more cruel than what you did to the animals and the life on my planet. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Nothing is going to save you now. You can't just run away to another planet, try and start a new life somewhere else. You ruined this world, and now you have to stay and rot with it.
You're a dork, Nature Man. That's why your name is Nature Man. Was good. It's fire. But I'm also curious to know where Nature Man went. And just to reiterate what the scenario was doing, it wouldn't just be the East Coast or the West Coast that would be gone. It would be like everything west of a line of like the border of Ohio and Indiana. Like that's kind of what it would be. Guardian of the Vegans. The Guardian of the Vegans. That's what Nature Man's doing. He's saving the world by killing people. Good job. Good job, Mr. Nature Man. There's another good volcano scenario. I want to keep watching volcano scenarios now because now I'm hooked. There's this one. I forget what it's called. Um, yes, volcano scenario. It takes place in like one of the Carolinas. Ooh, Long Valley's good too. Oh shit, I don't know. It's this one, but Long Valley's also really good. I don't know. The Reawakening. It's Reawakening's fire. What happened? Oh, okay. Whoa. Is this the smallest kitten ever? It's unconfirmed. It may be. Oh shit, you're in North Carolina? Oh, dude, good luck. That's funny. That's funny. Do you know about these? Is this like a North Carolinian or whatever common knowledge that you have extinct volcanoes all over your state?
We have reports out of Albemarle of slight shaking and light damage to buildings due to a 3.1 earthquake centered under Morrill Mountain State Park.
I could not hear that.
Geologists at the United States Geological Survey are very confused at the rise of seismic activity over the last couple of weeks in the Central Carolinas region. Most activity has been confined to the Uwharries Mountain region, which is bamboozling even the most seasoned of
Yeah, it's
geologists.
gonna get a little more than
Stay tuned
hot,
for
bro.
more information on this impending situation.
Welcome to WCNC News at 12. I am John Thomas with breaking news from Morrill Mountain State Park as a 5.4 earthquake rattled the mountain. Witnesses
I see,
reported
you're just
trees
visiting.
swaying and windows busted in the park's offices.
I see.
Ranger Travis Wharton was on the scene and witnessed this event transpire.
It's kind of cool, though.
The park was rattled by a surprisingly strong earthquake. We're aware of the rise in seismic activity
Imagine
within the
it's
park
surreal
region
watching
and
a
are recommending tourists and park
scenario
owners
about
to
where
avoid
we're
the
at.
park. If more quakes of this intensity occur, we will shut down the park to tourists and welcome geologists and seismologists to visit the park and study the land and tell us what the hell is going on.
That was Travis Wharton, a local park ranger for Morrill Mountain State Park, speaking on behalf of the park management. Pretty crazy stuff going on there. And now to Brad Panovich with the weather in the...
Speaking of southern accents, it's crazy how much they differ state to state. Like you go to Louisiana and like it's almost British. It's so southern. There's like a weird British tone to it, and then like
have been found dead
it's
with
wild.
no impact wounds. Officials are baffled as to what is the cause of the animal deaths. Scientists from the United States Geological Survey are to fly in tomorrow morning to survey the area. They suspect that the cause is CO2 poisoning, which they are hoping is not the case, as CO2 emissions from a mountain tends to mean volcanic activity. Yes, that's right. Volcanic activity could be taking place in the state park, the first time in over 350 million years. We will continue to investigate any new information as it comes in. And now to Ollie Jackson with sports.
Ollie Jackson, isn't that the guy from Family Guy? The guy they switched to, and he's like snowing sideways. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. What's that big? How the fuck is there a volcano? That's funny.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the North Carolina Geological Survey, in conjunction with the United States Geological Survey. Many earthquakes have been reported within the last several weeks in the Morrow Mountain region, and the USGS have stated their prediction of a massive 7.5 or higher earthquake within the next 3 days. They also would like to allay any concerns of a volcanic eruption at Morrow Mountain State Park, as the
Yeah,
mountain is
man.
not showing any signs of
I
becoming active.
I made a
If an
scenario one
earthquake occurs,
time,
take shelter under a table
and
or other sturdy
while
furniture.
audio mixing,
Hold on until the shaking
oh
stops.
my
Stay close
God,
to
I
your local
almost
news
like I
station or go
destroyed my
online to
eardrums. It was
usgs.gov for
so
more
the
information on
S's
this
were
developing
so
situation.
sharp. It was unbearable to listen to. It was so ridiculous. It happens sometimes, man. It's tough. Damn, 52 seconds. I thought they were short and like super short. 52 seconds, dude. Super crunchy sound effects. Shaking then stops, but the damage has been done. I wouldn't even be at work. I wouldn't even go to work. I'd go back home. That's insane.
Quake has been measured at a staggering 7.8, the largest in North Carolina history, epicentered about 2 miles east of Albemarle.
Kind of
Many towns
boom.
report heavy damage, and
I mean,
12
no
people have
volcano
already been
boom, but
reported as killed,
earth
with
shaky
89
boom, you
injured.
know?
And now, rangers at Morrow Mountain are reporting
Somebody's
steam
house
emanating
boom.
out of cracks within the park. Ranger Travis Wharton was the eyewitness here who confirmed the steaming cracks.
We were out surveying
Exactly.
the park,
He said
checking
he
out the
saw
local scene, when
buildings
suddenly,
collapsing
the
around
park
him.
was rattled by this
I'm going
powerful
home. I'm not
earthquake.
going to work.
Cracks opened up in the ground, mostly on Morrow Mountain, and park goers started reporting steam emanating from these cracks. We went out to confirm these reports, and certainly enough, they were correct. The USGS is here to survey the cracks and analyze the steam to determine whether this is a volcano-induced event or as a result
Analyze
of
the
the quake.
steam.
We are issuing a closure of Morrow Mountain State Park to ensure the safety of the people who visit.
Thank you again, Travis. That was Ranger Travis Wharton issuing a formal address of the closure of Morrow Mountain State Park. We'll continue to bring you the latest information with this developing situation.
God, you get home and your house is gone? You still went to work that day? Screw that, man. I'll stub my toe and call off. There's no way I'm going to work after a 7.5 magnitude earthquake.
With the news of the 7.8 earthquake that shook the
7.8,
metro area,
even
and the
worse.
much damage to areas near Indian Trail and Monroe, there is more great news. Scientists monitoring the area have concluded that the cracks at Morrow Mountain is emanating carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, which is not only deadly to those who breathe it, but is also of volcanic origin. Morrow Mountain is to remain closed until further notice, and if that wasn't bad enough, there's even more news. GPS monitoring stations are reporting ground deformation in Davidson County, northwest of Denton. The resurgence suggests another volcano is attempting to reactivate. Scientists haven't determined whether the resurgence is volcanic, but with all the activity going on currently, there isn't much doubt as to what it
The
is.
volcano is edging at this point.
We have an alert coming through the encoder. Please stand by for an activation of the emergency alert system.
It is. He's just waiting. It's just waiting to blow.
Local area emergency for central North Carolina, including the Charlotte and Raleigh metros. The following message is
Damn.
transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. Several centers of former volcanic activity within North Carolina, Morrow Mountain in east central Stanley County,
Yeah, the tones are so much louder than
Purgatory
the
Mountain in
voice.
southeast Randolph County, and a former caldera within Davidson County, are unexpectedly reawakening after millions of years of inactivity. The USGS have determined these mountains are becoming active and are not sure what to do.
That's nice.
Earthquakes have already been occurring. In the event a harmonic tremor is located, persons within 40 miles of these aforementioned mountains need to prepare for an
Is it bad there? I know there's some places in both Carolinas that are rough, to say the absolute least.
local news stations or visit our website at
Like I
usgs.gov.
remember, yeah, man. Yeah, that reminds me of my experiences with Atlanta. You look at your casual seismograph. I have no idea what that means, bro. All I know is that it looks earthquakey, but I don't know how to read a seismograph. That'd be cool to learn, though.
Morrow Mountain continues to rumble. It's not known if the mountain will erupt or not. Experts say
Damn, bro, jinxed it. Prepare for the tone. Shiver me timbers, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. 7 kilometers high.
USGS says that the volcano has anywhere from 3 days to... Whoa! Something just exploded nearby.
Anywhere from 3 days to whoa.
Okay, guys, we got reports coming in of... Oh my god. If these reports are to be believed, they are reporting an ash cloud emanating from Morro Mountain,
Bro, just
indicating
look
that the
outside.
volcano has erupted. It is sending an ash cloud, according to these reports, up to 5 kilometers.
Oh. You don't even, according to reports, just go outside, bro. Point the camera in the sky. This was a harmonic tremor. The thing in North Carolina has a character it seems including the volcanoes. That's fascinating, though. I want to know other extinct volcano locations. That's just cool to live by. Like, yeah, I live near a volcano that used to erupt lava a million years ago. Yeah, some reggae. Oof.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the North Carolina Geological Survey, in conjunction with the United States Geological Survey. Morro Mountain, a former extinct volcano in East Stanley County, has erupted, producing an ash cloud that has risen to 8
Can't escape
kilometers
the
high.
emergency alert system.
Residents within 30 miles of the mountain are under mandatory evacuation. Anyone within this
Ever
zone
since
is
I've gotten
urged to evacuate
into
immediately. Scientists are
making
uncertain when the
scenarios
ash column of
and
Morro Mountain will
watching them for
collapse,
so long,
triggering a pyroclastic flow.
I've
A
gotten
pyroclastic flow is a
desensitized
hot surge of rock,
to
gas,
like
and
being
ash that
scared of
kills anyone and
scenarios,
destroys
if that makes
anything in
sense.
its
But when I
path.
hear tones in public, like my heart drops. Cause bro, like I know so many EAS. I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, what's going on? Is it the Russians? Is it fucking? What's going on? Always freaks me out. Man, I'd go a little farther than 2 hours away. Dude, I would not go 2 hours away from an erupting volcano. I'd go as far as I physically could. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way to explain it. Oh, God. But yeah, it makes it less scary when you hear them with context, if that makes sense. Like, you know they're happening. But if you hear it and you don't know why it's happening, like it could be like anything from like a test or something. But if it just happens, it's freaky. It's freaky. Because it doesn't state it's a test until the tone finishes. So you have to wait.
Evacuate now. Repeat the
And for all you know, it could be telling you that the world's about to explode. And you just have to wait out that message until it tells you like it's a test.
Isn't good, folks. The eruptive column from Morro Mountain collapsed, sending pyroclastic flows out as far as 10 miles away. The towns of Baden, Woodwan, Uwharrie, and regrettably
Static
Albemarle
jump scare.
have been reported to be destroyed. Casualty amounts
Damn.
are put at 730 people. and this is probably
Wow.
conservative because of the unexpected nature of the pyroclastic flow.
Quite quite a lot of people. I think it's more deadly than like any natural disaster in U.S. history. 700 some people, unless like the tri-state tornado
Reports
beats
have
that.
come in that
God.
another eruption occurred on Purgatory Mountain, located 6 miles southeast of Asheboro. Officials report that the North Carolina Zoo has been destroyed, killing all the animals and people there. An
Oh.
official death toll hasn't been figured out, but estimates are up to 150 people. The next expected eruption is predicted to be the largest volcano in the state, a former caldera that sits within Davidson County near Denton. This volcano's eruption isn't expected to be as cataclysmic as its past eruption, as the USGS expects a smaller eruption.
Yeah,
Here's
man, like you,
USGS
like
Director
scenarios, I'll
Jonathan
hear like
Frakes
7
live
million
from
people are
Raleigh.
dead, and I'll be like, oh, that sucks. But I hear like a single cat has been injured, and it ruins my day.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are currently aware of the situation facing North Carolina involving volcanoes previously thought to be extinct, reawakening, and wreaking havoc throughout the central parts of the state. Morrow Mountain, which is still spewing ash, had a pyroclastic flow that destroyed towns within a 10-mile radius, including Albemarle and Baden, and an ongoing eruption at Purgatory Mountain, which has destroyed the North Carolina Zoo and parts of Asheboro. 2 other volcanoes have displayed signs of eruptions, Daves Mountain within Asheboro's city limits, and the largest of the reawakened volcanoes, an unnamed caldera within Davidson County, near Denton, which the USGS has hereby dubbed Denton Caldera. Denton Caldera is expected to erupt, but not on the scale as its previous VEI-7 and VEI-8 eruptions. We are expecting a VEI-5 or less based on harmonic tremors and relative stillness of the caldera. Nonetheless, we are continuing to monitor this developing situations. Any questions? Yes. You?
Hey, do you think that the Denton caldera could be a super eruption?
Good question. The likelihood of a so-called supereruption is very minuscule. Yellowstone has a better chance of erupting than the Denton caldera does of a supereruption. Thank you. Any more questions? And you?
How much of the U.S. is expected to be affected by the ash cloud?
At present rates, central NC will be covered in 20 to 30 centimeters of ash,
God.
which may not sound like a lot, but that much ash can collapse a roof, half as much when wet. Eastern NC will receive around 5 to 15 centimeters. This will most likely remain in the Carolinas, maybe parts of Virginia. Last question? Alright, thank you.
Yeah, the last scenario. Like, bro. Well,
That was Jonathan Franks, director of the USGS, addressing the state of the impacts expected by the volcanoes. Stay tuned for more info.
at least the ocean is right there. It's not ash falling over more land or more homes or fertile landscape. It's just like the ocean. I mean, it would suck for like the few fish that are there, but it wouldn't be like catastrophic for any ecosystems. That's just kind of natural. 'Cause it's all in the ocean.
Denton
Oh, yeah, I
caldera
guess you're right about
awakening
that.
within Davidson County. The following
Yeah.
message is
If you
transmitted at
drew
the
your
request
water
of the North
sources
Carolina
from...
Geological Survey in conjunction with the United States Geological
Yeah,
Survey.
and you gotta...
Reports from high
Yeah,
rocks are
you're right.
indicating the
No,
lake has
never
started
mind.
bubbling,
That would
indicating
still
the
be
water is
bad.
above the boiling point.
Because you also
Stay
have
away from the lake at all
food
costs. Evacuate the area at your earliest
that
convenience.
would be
Repeat,
contaminated.
evacuate.
Oh, gee, fucking shit.
It appears that the in-deck our station uses is having technical difficulties. We will repair as soon as we can. In the meantime, we will return to our regularly scheduled programming. This is John Thomas, WCNC.
Yeah, it scared the piss out of me too, bro. I don't know. They shouldn't have jump scares. I don't like that, man. I'm trying to relax and enjoy my time. I hate jump scares. It's the worst feeling ever. They're so cliche, but they always work. That's why I hate horror movies so much. Because they will all use the same jump scare and everything. It's so predictable, but it's still so scary.
The Denton caldera continues to bulge, with ground deformation increasing to 2 inches a day. The USGS updated the prediction
It's
to a
good, FT.
VEI 7 eruption, which would increase the already high ashfall prediction
They
tenfold.
literally said it wouldn't
Anyone
be
who hasn't
possible.
evacuated in these areas, evacuate immediately.
Old John
Ashfall is
Frank or
predicted
whatever
now
his
in
name
several
is said
states
it
along the east
wasn't
coast of
gonna
the U.S.,
happen.
and this eruption could have climatological impacts on the Earth, cooling temperatures on the planet by as much as 1 degree Celsius. Stay tuned for more information on this situation.
Yeah, bro, I'd probably move out even farther west than that. Instead of Kansas, dude, I'd go so far west I'd be in space, dude. No way. Move to like, I'd go out
The
west
newest
and live at
update out of the
Yellowstone.
USGS, and oh my god, they are now expecting a VEI eruption, super eruption. Anyone who
Yeah, okay.
hasn't evacuated from North Carolina and South Carolina, this is the best time to leave now, as the whole eastern United States will be blanketed with ash and rock, and the climatic effects will be felt globally, as temperatures are now expected to drop as much as 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. This will be our last airing on the station as we get ready to evacuate the station. Tune in to a news station such as WBT 1110 AM for EAS alerts in the area.
I'm a yeah, Yellowstone's more more likely to erupt. I'm a stupid American, so I had to look up how much 3 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit, and it says 37 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel like that's not right. But if that is right, 37 degrees cooling worldwide is crazy. Like Death Valley's warmest day would be like 60 degrees.
Stand by.
Alright, FT?
Stand by. Stand by.
Oh.
Stand by.
Okay.
The president or his designated representative will be speaking over the air shortly.
This is the voice of St. Louis. We're all the way in Missouri now.
My fellow Americans, good evening. This is a dark and unforeseen day in American history. A volcano thought to be extinct in central North Carolina is reawakening. The eruption is on a scale we only expected to see from Yellowstone. At 6:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the Denton caldera erupted, sending an ash cloud that is 25 kilometers high, moving eastward. Even though areas east of the volcano will be the most affected, areas east of the Mississippi will receive enough ashfall to cause hindrances to air traffic and automobiles.
That's the worst thing ever, dude. I remember I had a broken charger, and I went to this store near me. It's called Ross. It's like it's almost like a thrift store, kind of. It's stuff that you can get just cheaper. And I got a charger from there, because mine broke, and the charger that I bought didn't work. I was so mad.
God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
No way. An EAN. Not that the super volcano erupted, but it's like EAN was
After the
issued,
eruption
guys.
of the Denton caldera, eruptions at Immoral Mountain, Dabes Mountain, and Purgatory Mountain ceased. While the caldera continued to erupt for 8 days, everything within 700 miles of Denton was covered in too much
Damn.
ash and rendered uninhabitable. Areas east of the Mississippi received between 4 to 10 centimeters of ash, with states bordering North Carolina having 40 to 90 centimeters of ash, with locally higher amounts.
Bro, FT, how are you?
North Carolina was no
How are you
more.
doing after this
Its
hypothetical
beachside coastal
scenario?
plains in the
In that
east,
much buried in that much
its
ash.
Piedmont in the middle, and its mountains in the west were now covered in so much ash that the areas were uninhabitable
And
and
Avon,
will
I think
be
you're just
for
dead,
many,
bro.
many years.
I
The rebuilding process begins in America, although it will be
That's
a
good.
very big mountain
Great South
to
Blizzard.
overcome.
It's a W. Not enough blizzard scenarios around. I don't think I've ever seen a blizzard scenario. I think it's hard for me to envision it being crazy entertaining because it's snow. Like I've been through so many I was under a blizzard warning just a few months ago. Um and like it is such a meh event, dude. It's just cold and sad. Or is it gonna be like crazy shit like to be okay. I see. You're gonna be dead. Okay. Everybody's dead. I'd be pretty alright. I might get like a centimeter of ash. Um I what is Snow NATO? It's an hour long. I don't exactly want to watch an hour long scenario, but I'm curious. Hermitage has a blizzard scenario, but I don't know. Apparently I tried to watch this one. What is this? Whoa, whoa. Oh, this is a jam, dog. I've never seen it. I've never seen that. I'd like to do see the new one and then watch the old one after that, just like we did with the zombie virus scenario with the iceberg font. Hold on, before I start, I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm gonna get a fucking donut, dude. I'll be right back. Back, fellas. Got a donut. Apologies for the interruption. W, don't amen, dude. It's a glazed chocolate donut. 7 viewers? Holy shit, you're right. 7 view. Who? How? It was just at like 3. Well, 7 people in here. Welcome to the best stream you'll ever watch. Whoa. Whoa, where's the song? That's actually really good. Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was the Wheel of Fortune. It was the evil Wheel of Fortune. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, okay. We can do that. Just around the 7-minute mark, we gotta jump the gun here. Thanks for letting me know. That would have been really bad. No, I will for sure. Thanks for letting me know. Do people in Alaska even care about blizzard warnings? It's a blizzard. I thought that was like the average day in Alaska. Oh damn.
A winter storm warning has been issued for the entire state of Alaska, effective until 11:02 a.m.
Well, damn, that was very blunt. It's like winter storm warning. See ya. Yes, man, copyright laws are crazy. You like accidentally show someone's picture for more than 7 milliseconds and they'll steal your entire life savings. It's insane.
The National Weather Service in Anchorage has issued a winter storm warning.
Yeah, man, I know that for sure. I've been in plenty of whiteouts this year alone.
Now in effect until Thursday afternoon. What? Heavy snow and ice, potentially up to 22 feet in some areas.
Deliberately, too.
Near coastal areas. Winds in excess of
I've
40 to 50
deliberately
miles per hour.
put myself in snow squalls this year. Mostly because
Where? The entire state of Alaska.
it's enjoyable.
No portion of the state will not be affected by the winter storm. When at 4:04 p.m. is the most
Like, not in a
likely
dangerous
arrival
way.
of this winter storm,
It's like,
but is not completely
I'm a spotter.
guaranteed and
I'm a
will
storm
depend on
spotter.
varying locations.
So, like,
Additional details, recorded
it's kind of like I like to take pictures and send it to National Weather Service on Twitter. You know what I mean? And that's really helpful. And as long as, you're not on the road or you're pulled off to the side. Yeah. I feel like a winter storm warning in Alaska is so goofy. Like, people hear it and they're just they don't care. It's kind of like how severe thunderstorm warnings are. Like, I know a lot of people who are completely unaware that severe thunderstorm warnings are ongoing, or they know and they just don't care at all.
101.3 KGOT, Alaska's #1 hit music station.
I always put wins, like WINS. These screens are nice. Alright, now I gotta be hyper vigilant here. Actually, I don't even want to worry myself about that. Blizzard warning, blizzard warning. There's a blizzard warning. Watch out. Big snow. Okay. So I don't want to get a strike. Sharpness. What? 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 This is not the blizzard warning I remember being under. Okay, I'm just gonna scan this, make sure there's no more Wheel of Fortune. There's like gumball at the end, bro. Why did everything gotta be... Use a random thing. I usually go meh to regular severes, but I still take them seriously and stay inside. Yeah, I can't really say I do that. I go outside. I go out and go to, but it's like, it depends when. If it's in the middle of the night, obviously not, but like, most of the time I'll just chase them. But very rarely do I, whoa.
Event type is civil emergency. For Yukon Territory. An unknown broadcast from an anarchist party known as the American Open Party was broadcasted to Alaska and Northwest Yukon Territory. You are advised to not oblige to these broadcasts.
Bro, this isn't even
do
a
not
blizzard
spread any
scenario.
propaganda centering the American Open Party.
What is
They
happening?
do not exist. Spreading up false information will result in hefty
Yeah,
fines
seriously,
and
Canadian
possible
EAS
jail
jump
time.
scare, man.
Le type d'événement est urgence civile.
When
Pour le
Dust Devil chasing in
territoire du
Arizona,
Yukon,
that shit's
une
fun.
émission inconnue d'un parti anarchiste connu sous le nom
I
d'American
remember going
Open
to open
Party a été
fields,
diffusée en
like
Alaska et au nord-ouest
not
du
freshly
territoire
tilled
du
fields,
Yukon.
but with a
Il
bunch of
vous est
loose dirt
conseillé
on
de ne
super
pas
hot
vous
days.
obliger à ces
Dude,
diffusions.
you'll get Dust
Ne
Devils
diffusez
galore.
aucune propagande
It's
centrée sur
awesome.
l'American Open Party. Il n'existe pas. La diffusion de fausses informations
Okay, yeah,
entraînera de
Canadian
lourdes amendes et des peines de prison.
EAS tones are scary, man. I think the US is freakier though. I don't like that. Like, it's just such a weird noise. Like the EAS tone for the United States, I don't even know what it's just like computer generated gargling. It's so strange. If you are able to read this message and you are in the central South Alaska area, seek a warm underground room as separated from the outside. Is that a person over there? You will almost certainly. Play Darude Sam's Sandstorm. Did you ever see any
The current temperature is negative
This reminds
113
me of
degrees
Eagle Eyes.
with extreme cold and snow.
What? The temperature didn't even register with me here. Negative 113 degrees. It feels like negative 283. The wind chill is negative 192. And the wind speed is 210 miles per hour. So we're in the EF5 threshold for winds. Holy shit. Your house will be swept away and you will die instantly from extreme cold. Dude, this is more than a civil danger warning. Dude, it feels like almost negative 300 degrees, bro. We're almost hitting absolute zero. And there's 200 mile per hour winds. This is like an EAN type thing, bro. Even for Alaska, dog. That's insanity.
The following message has been given authorization for broadcast at the request of the United States Department of Public Safety and the Alaska State Emergency Management. If you are in the south and central part of Alaska, I ask you to follow these vital instructions. If you are outdoors, go indoors. Seek a room that
Yeah,
is
no one's gonna be
underground
outdoors,
and as
dog.
as possible. Bring a battery-powered radio. Bring flashlights, food, water, clothing, medications, medical papers, and insurance documents. Extreme temperatures and wind fluctuations have occurred across the state, causing extremely frigid temperatures in excess of negative 100 degrees to occur. Extreme wind speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour. Many cities have been wiped off the map, and many more will follow shortly. It is almost certain that any structure, no matter how strong it is,
Yeah.
will be completely destroyed and wiped off its foundation.
Yeah, dude.
Thousands have been killed, and more fatalities are coming in by the second. And all
That's
roads and
insanity.
services will be reliable to your destination for an indefinite period of time, even after the crisis passes. It is likely that nothing will be left standing after the storm passes. Until then, though, there is nothing that we can do but hide. And God hope it'll be over soon. Gather loved ones, friends, family, and prepare for the worst after the storm. For now, I can only leave you with this quote. The stopping of horror of life is not contained in the calamities and disasters. Because these things wake up,
Piercing freeze vibes in tuna.
and finally they become tame again. No, it is more like being in a hotel room and awoken, let us say, with just enough money in one's pocket.
What is this dude talking about? That's insanity, though. 210 miles per hour is a high-end EF5 tornado rating by the National Weather Service. Obviously, they go higher than that, but 210 is the max rating point for an EF5. So, like, dog, you're done, so you're done. 210 miles per hour. Everybody's just dead. It doesn't matter if you're underground. Oh no, I don't want SpongeBob. I don't know if SpongeBob's safe. I'm so scared. I don't know what is safe and what isn't. I literally can't understand anything that's being said. Bro, I'm telling you, spicy chicken sandwich with coleslaw is not something you're going to regret. It's a really old screen. You think to yourself, conventional satellite had been completely wiped out, rendering some modern encoders useless. Okay. Skipping the gumball part, which is unfortunate because maybe there's something really important about gumball, but can't risk that.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Alaska Emergency Management Agency, Anchorage, Alaska. Residents are advised to not return to their homes, as there is most likely nothing to return to. In addition, the winter system has suddenly dissipated over the course of 3 hours. Most cities have been buried in snow, and thousands are dead. While the worst has passed over us, we strive together to push through the darkest hours. We thank you for your cooperation with your government. This concludes all operations under the Alaska State Emergency Alert System.
Oh, Jesus. That is loud. But yeah, I'm excited to see your blizzard scenario. Because this is kind of freaky. I didn't think they'd go that far with the blizzard. And yes, the spicy chicken sandwich does make everything good, I'm telling you. I like to put a tomato on it though. I like to have a tomato and then put the coleslaw on and then you're good. But that's about it. Like there's no use to put lettuce because lettuce is like in coleslaw already. You could probably put pickles on it, but I feel like that's just too many flavors. Brush it off, heading to the guest bedroom. This is a wild scenario. The total fatality count, I think I saw it while scrolling through or something. 29,000. I feel like that's still too low for 210 mile per hour winds with temperatures almost at absolute zero. Especially with squash on a chicken sandwich. Is this Minecraft music? This is Minecraft music. Dude, Minecraft music is beautiful. And it's also freaky used in this instance. Not just cheese, ketchup, mayo, and coleslaw for me. That's what's up. That sounds good. I wouldn't put cheese on it. Just being honest. I personally wouldn't put cheese on it. I feel like that would be weird with the coleslaw. Maybe like half cheese, half not, just to like test the... Yeah, I would hope you don't eat squash with chicken sandwiches. That's insanity. We'll watch your we'll watch your Blizzard scenario. It depends though. Do you want to watch it after the new one comes out just to look back on it, or do you want me to watch it now? Yeah, nostalgia's an understatement. That shit makes me depressed when I hear it, man. I didn't think I'd be on for that long tonight, because thought I'd be like so exhausted that I just hit the bed instantly, but like stuff wakes me up. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. The Great South Blizzard.
Winds around 5 knots. Tomorrow, winds around 4 knots.
Oh wow.
Hazardous weather outlook for the
Wasn't
Midlands
expecting
of
that.
South
Wasn't
Carolina.
expecting radar.
A historic winter storm is moving across the southeast United States. Winter Storm Brian will bring historic winter weather to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida. Heavy
Bro,
snow
the
and extreme
Carolinas have
winter
been
weather
getting
conditions will
fucked
impact the
this
state of
stream,
South
dude.
Carolina tonight. Dangerous
They've been
snow
getting
and ice
jacked.
accumulations are expected in the Columbia metropolitan area as Winter Storm Brian makes its way across the state of South Carolina. Snow accumulation forecast for the Midlands of South Carolina. In the Columbia metropolitan area, 1 to 2 feet of snow expected.
Damn.
Snow accumulations around 18 to 23 inches are
My
likely,
second to
and blizzard
worst weather
conditions are
scenario ever.
possible. In the Lexington area, 1 to 2 feet of
Being
snow
stream
expected.
sniped, and I'm not even the
Snow
one
accumulations
streaming.
around 19 to 23 inches are likely, and blizzard conditions are possible. In Irmo, 1 to 2 feet of snow expected. Snow accumulations around 19 to 23 inches are likely, and blizzard conditions
Getting
are
streams,
possible.
getting stream
In
sniped while
Gaston,
not
1 to 2 feet of
streaming just
snow
sounds like
expected. Snow
a crime.
accumulations
Like you're
around
just getting
18 to
sniped.
22 inches are likely, and blizzard conditions are possible.
This screen isn't bad though. Like
In
you said, this was
Littlewood, 1
bad,
to 2 feet of snow expected.
and it's
Snow
a
accumulations around 20 to
radar
24 inches are likely,
of the
and blizzard
area
conditions are possible. In Camden,
with
1 to 2 feet of
actually
snow expected.
realistic
Snow
reflectivity
accumulations around 20 to 23
for
inches are
snowfall.
likely, and blizzard conditions are possible.
That's solid.
In Sumter, 1 to 2 feet of snow expected.
I've seen no iceberg text
Snow
yet.
accumulations around 20 to 24 inches of snow are likely, and blizzard conditions are possible. In Aiken, 1 to 2 feet of snow expected. Snow accumulations around 18 to 22 inches are likely, and blizzard conditions are possible. In Orangeburg, 1 to 2 feet of snow expected.
My captions are
Snow
strange.
accumulations around
They will
18
make
to
up words
22
that
inches are
aren't
likely,
there.
and blizzard conditions are expected. Expect whiteout conditions, icy roadways, power outages, and blizzard conditions are also possible with this storm with up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts tonight for the Columbia listening area. Now for the local forecast for Lake
Yeah, that's something I did notice. Is only the Weather Channel names winter storms. I always thought that was so goofy too. I was like, why do they name winter storms? Like that doesn't even make sense.
A winter weather advisory is in effect from 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 8 a.m. Thursday.
But I just
What? Extreme winter
a lot of
weather
people
conditions
adhere to
will
the Weather
impact
Channel, so
South
I didn't even
Carolina
think of it as
tonight
something
through tomorrow.
bad.
Where, for the following counties in South Carolina: Abbeville County, Aiken County, Allendale County, Anderson
Weather
County,
Channel's garbage
Bamberg
now.
County, Barnwell County, Beaufort County, Berkeley County, Calhoun County, Charleston County, Cherokee County, Chester County, Chesterfield County, Clarendon County, Colleton County, Darlington County, Dillon County, Dorchester County, Edgefield County, Fairfield County, Florence County, Georgetown County, Greenville County, Greenwood County, Hampton County, Horry County, Jasper County,
Take a
Kershaw
shot every
County,
time you hear the word
Lancaster
county.
County, Lawrence County, Lee County, Lexington County, Marion County, Marlborough County, McCormick County, Newberry County, Oconee County, Orangeburg County, Pickens County, Richland County, Saluda
Holy
County,
shit.
Spartanburg County,
There's a lot of
Sumter
county,
County,
man.
Union County, Williamsburg County, and York County. When? From 12 p.m. today until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. Impacts. Large snow accumulations up to 2 feet possible. Whiteout and blizzard conditions are possible and travel will become extremely dangerous. Plan on slippery road conditions. Heavy blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Icing on roadways will occur. Precautionary preparedness actions. Travel will be dangerous to impossible in the next several hours.
Yeah.
Slow down and use caution while
Said the
traveling.
state.
The latest road conditions
Or
for the
like
state you are
listed the
calling from
county
can be
names
obtained
without
by
saying
calling
county.
511.
You know? That's alright. It doesn't matter. This is so old anyway. Well, not so old, but you know. In terms
A
of where
winter
you're at
storm
now.
watch remains in effect for the following counties: Abbeville County, Aiken County, Allendale County, Anderson County, Bamberg County, Barnwell County, Beaufort County, Berkeley.
Thought I was about to do it again, bro. They're about to get the county
Friday night,
rundown.
a chance of showers after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy, with a low around 49. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Saturday. Showers likely. Cloudy, with a high near 64. Chance of precipitation is 70%. Saturday night, showers likely, mainly before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy, with a low around 55.
This feels like a
Chance
classic
of
weather
precipitation
scenario.
is 60%.
If that makes sense.
New
Like, this
Year's
feels like
Day,
one of the old
partly
school
sunny,
ones.
with a high near 69.
This is like
Sunday night,
prior to
partly
the,
cloudy, with a low around 48. Monday, mostly sunny, with a high near 68. Monday night, mostly
before all
cloudy.
the emphasis on screens. Not supposed to say precautionary. Yeah. Yeah, and the warnings. Precautionary and preparedness measures. Is this the screen the whole video, dog?
The National Weather Service in Colombia has issued a winter storm warning for the following counties: Anderson, Advil, Aiken, Cherokee, Chester, Chesterfield, Calhoun, Clarendon, Dillon, Darlington, Edgefield, Fairfield, Florence, Greenville, Greenwood, Holme, Kershaw, Lawrence, Lancaster, Lee, Lexington, McCormick, Marlborough, Marion, Newbury, Okanee, Orangeburg, Pickens, Richland, Spartanburg,
dude.
Saluda,
That's
Sumter,
crazy.
Union,
You would,
Williamsburg, and York.
if we saw a
Until 8
scenario like
o'clock
this
a.m.
now,
Eastern
you would
Daylight Time.
hang that person.
Extreme winter storm conditions will impact South Carolina tonight.
When does it start to
Significant
pick up?
snow
Because I noticed it's
accumulations of 1 to
34
3
minutes
feet are
long,
possible
and
in some areas. Whiteout
like,
conditions will
man,
occur,
dude,
and blizzard
34
conditions with
minutes of
winds
the
gusting
same
up to
screen,
70
I think I
miles per
might
hour are
tear my
possible with
eyes
this
out.
storm.
In a
Roads will be
non-mean way. I
extremely
don't mean that in a
slippery and
mean way.
dangerous. Travel will be difficult to impossible within the next few hours. Expect icy roads, power outages, damages to crops, whiteout conditions, and significant snow buildup. Do not travel during whiteout conditions. Blizzard conditions are possible. Precautionary preparedness actions. A winter storm warning means significant amounts of snow are expected or occurring. Significant amounts of snow are forecast that will make travel dangerous. Only travel in an emergency. If you must travel, keep an extra...
This is boring, just skip this shit, lol. Okay. I got you, I got you. These are one of those, listen scenarios, you know what I mean? Okay, what are we gonna do now? EAS scenario. EAS scenario. I myself roast the hell out of this shit box you call a scenario. I want to say it's a shit box, because again, you still have things out there like EF 1 million. But I feel like I look through the same scenarios over and over and over again and expect to find something new that I haven't already seen 800 times. You know what? Saw it earlier. Long Valley. I remember I skimmed over it earlier and I was wondering if we should watch it or not. We'll watch Long Valley volcano scenario. We were going on a roll with volcano scenarios. I don't even know why. But why not? I feel bad because this scenario was worked on with Blackbird and they both uploaded the scenario, but Radioactive Girl got 45 times the amount of views that Blackbird did. I mean, it makes sense why, but it's like, poor guy, man. Yeah, I guess Volcano Night. Volcano and Blizzard Night. Such a strange confliction. You have snow and then like the hottest thing on Earth. I know this is Pokemon music. Would this be... It's too late. Even if it was copyrighted, it's too late. My stream's done, so might as well just keep it going. Radioactive. Does Radioactive Girl even make scenarios anymore? Has she even made a lot of content in the history of her channel though anyway? I feel like she's only had a select number of scenarios, like ever. Like a dozen. I feel like my captions keep turning off, bro. I'm gonna go crazy. I need him to hear. I'm an old man.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mono County Sheriff's Office. This is a local area emergency for the Mammoth Lakes area. At around 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, reports from residents throughout the area have reported dozens of fissure-like cracks have formed around the city of Mammoth Lakes. Officials have not determined a cause of these fissures, however are advising the public to stay away from these areas until further notice. It is unknown if these fissure structures have destabilized the overall integrity of the ground within these areas. As a precaution, residents living along or near these fissures are to leave the area for a few hours until officials determine that the ground is stable. Please stay tuned for more information as it becomes available.
I've wondered the same thing. Like, why is something that is so feared by so many people, like, so enjoyed? Like, there's an entire sprawling community of people who like to make up catastrophes and then make them go in the beginning. It's such a strange community. But it's cool, I love it. Yeah, me too.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mono County Sheriff's Office and the United States Geological Survey.
Dude, speaking of popcorn, I had, and my grandparents had this like baller ass house when I was younger, and they had a popcorn machine in the basement. It was like a big like, dude, it was crazy. It was a big popcorn cart, and it would pop popcorn. It was awesome. So cool, man. There'd be like 3-year-old popcorn at the bottom of it, and I'd eat it at the middle of the night. It was sick, but I did it. It was so stale, but it was so fire, dude. Yeah, man. Fucking popcorn cart in the basement. It was crazy. It was huge. It was so awesome. We do tell stories through scenarios. It's what it is, man. And a lot of times it's the message that you can get out of them. And dude, it was killer at parties, man. Especially with the drunk people. there'd be parties, right? And people would be drunk, and they had the popcorn machine, and then they had a pool table, and then like they had a pool in the backyard. Dude, it was ridiculous. It was awesome. It was so sick. I don't think Eagle Eyes is subbed to me. I don't think that. I think that's why he's not into him.
Residents of Mammoth Lakes, please stop drinking or using water immediately. There have been recent reports of casualties in the city of Mammoth Lakes. Officials at the Mammoth Lakes Water Department have reported that unknown traces of sulfur have been discovered within the city's water sources all throughout the area. The water department is currently unaware of the source to this water contamination, but are currently working on a solution to filtrate the supply at this
If there
time.
was a water contamination warning in my town, I don't know what I'd do, dude. That's so freaky. Like I remember, like there'd be like just boil water warnings in like Mississippi, I think, because of like brain-eating amoeba in the tap water. And it's like, dude, why? How do you trust any civilian to properly boil that water enough?
City emergency when it becomes available.
Yeah, what was it? You broke it by like a minute? I remember that one night. You're like, I'm gonna break the record. It was on Saturday, right? Volcano moment. I love in every single one of these scenarios, it can't happen and then it does. Like that's just the...
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey and the Mono County Sheriff's Office. This is not a drill. The United States Geological Survey has determined that any eruption of the Long Valley Caldera is
Yeah, it has been.
analysis within the last 48 hours
It's been the same screen. I felt like I remember it having different screens and stuff.
build up beneath the surface. Recent earthquakes ranging from 4.0
Oh yeah,
to
it
6.0
does.
in magnitude have been the result of the
I'm not
Caldera's
crazy.
internal volcanic system now being filled with magma entering the volcano's magma chamber. Residents of the Long Valley region, please evacuate now. There is no clear time window of when the volcano will erupt. A volcanic eruption of this magnitude will result in catastrophic destruction and certain death for any sort of life in the area. Do not wait to evacuate. Evacuate now. Be sure to pack any essentials, such as food and water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Leave the area immediately. There is currently an evacuation route being set up on State Route 395 northbound to Carson City. Please evacuate now. Those who refuse to evacuate will face certain death. There has also been indication of volcanic gases escaping into the area, killing off any sort of vegetation and plant life. If you venture into an area with dead wildlife and plant life, turn around and head away from the location or you will face certain death. These volcanic gases can intoxicate the human body within minutes, which can cause asphyxiation and lead to death. This volcano warning is in effect until further notice. Please stay tuned on media outlets and local authorities as more information becomes available from the United
I don't
States
know Long
Geological
Valley's
Survey on this
location in
life-threatening
California.
situation.
I know it's in like SoCal. But I want to see how close it is to like metropolitan areas. Well, it's not comfortably close to places. Like, I mean,
The following is an administrative message. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mono County Office of Emergency Services. This message is in regards to a previous warning sent out on May 11th. The imminent threat of a volcanic eruption within the Long Valley Caldera region appears to now be non-existent, as previous geological events such as rising landmass and the release of volcanic gases have now ceased. After analysis done by geologists from the United States Geological Survey, it has been concluded that the magma buildup underneath the Long Valley region appears to have decreased within the last 36 hours. Therefore,
no, you're not a hypocrite. It is the same screens. I remember this being so much better. But again, this is also old. This is almost 5 years old now.
The Long Valley Caldera no longer holds. Please stay tuned for more information on this developing situation when it becomes available.
Next best scenario ever. Should be the exact same screen over and over again. Yeah, I remember this being so much better, man. Kind of disappointed. Fucking shit, dude. Damn. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit though. It is definitely sharp. Imagine the government scamming you like that though. Being like, hey, evacuate, never mind, there's no threat, and then never mind, yeah, there is. Like,
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mono County Sheriff's Office and the United States Geological Survey. A 4.3 magnitude earthquake on the Richter scale has occurred within the Long Valley region at 2:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this afternoon. Increased seismic activity is anticipated for the area for the next...
oh shit. Oh my god. Fucking, oh my god, dude. That scared me. Dude, fuck static jump scares.
Fresno, good afternoon. United 790 is out of
Yeah,
56
static
6000.
again.
Requesting runway 29 right for landing.
United 790, runway 29, maintain 6000, altimeter 30.05, maintain present heading.
Cleared 6, present heading.
Such an interesting meme. It grew. Such an interesting
United
choice.
790 is cleared direct and cleared to ILS 29.
Direct and cleared for ILS 29. Fresno Tower, reconfirm landing instructions on runway... Wait, what is that?
United 790, repeat your last transmission.
Oh my god.
United 790?
Fresno Tower, I don't believe what I'm seeing.
United 790, what is going on?
I don't know, but there was this flash of light coming from the starboard side, and afterwards I'm seeing an explosion coming from the mountains.
United 790, I'm not sure I understand what you're describing.
Fresno Tower, it looks like an eruption of some sort, but it's so massive. Fresno Tower, I've been hit by some sort of shockwave. I lost main controls.
United 790, say again, are you reporting no control?
Engine 2 is down. Engine 1 is critical. Shit! I've lost engine 1. It fell off the wing.
Damn.
United 790, are you able to manually control the aircraft at this time?
I've lost elevator and rudder control on the right wing. I can't keep it stable.
Sir, are you now declaring a mayday call?
Fresno Tower, confirm. Mayday, mayday. We are going down.
Yeah, he is definitely calm.
Oh my god.
It's like, shit.
This is it. I'm sorry.
Dear God, what did he mean by an eruption?
Yeah, me too. I feel like I could too. I feel like you'd be screaming in that situation. But then at what point is that just so extra for an EAS scenario? No harm in realism, though.
We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test.
Yeah, because he was super
This is
chill.
not a test. A
It reminds me of FT scenario. It had Joe Biden fighting zombies, and because of the voice changer thing or whatever, it was so Joe was so chill, man. He was like, "God damn it, zombies." It was so a good scenario, but I thought that was funny.
Is currently headed eastward to the Nevada state line and is expected to travel across the continental United States within the next 36 hours. This is a very catastrophic and life-threatening situation. Any person who is within a 150-mile radius of the volcano, evacuate immediately. Anyone caught within the debris and pyroclastic flows originating from Long Valley will be killed upon contact. Evacuate now. Grab any necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio. Keep a small towel or mask near you to protect yourself from breathing in any falling ash. The President will be speaking on all stations shortly. Please stand by. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification
Rip
message.
EANs.
This station has
Rest in
interrupted its
peace.
regularly scheduled programming at the request of the White House to participate
I
in
don't
the
understand what
emergency
they
alert
are now.
system.
I think they're
During this
emergency
emergency,
or
most
they're
stations will remain on
God,
the
what
air
are
to
national
provide news and
emergencies?
information to the
I think
public in
that's just what
assigned
they're called
areas.
now or
This is
something.
KCRA. We will continue to
I
serve
always
the
thought
Sacramento
emergency action
metropolitan area.
notification was a
If you are
weird
not in this
name
local
anyway.
area, tune to a station
So
providing news and information for your area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Sacramento metropolitan area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency...
I guess that was it. That was not as crazy as I remember it to be. But again, when was this made? February 10th, 2019, yeah. Old, man. Ugh. Guess we'll watch a bit of the prologue or whatever. Gotta figure out a scenario to watch now. I know most people who stream EAS scenarios have like a playlist already set up so they can just watch them back to back. But unfortunately, I don't have that set up. I'm gonna watch it a few years ago, so I guess I should cut. Yeah, it was for its time. I think that's why it was so good. There's a lot of scenarios like that that I've rewatched and they're not. Watch New York City Wedge. Yeah, I saw the premiere. Why is NYC called the Big Apple? Is there a reason behind that? No, yeah, this was a good scenario. I like the screens a lot. I like your what's your plan to make EAS scenarios good again? or weather scenarios good again. Not EAS scenarios good again, but weather scenarios. Because I've been so sick of the garbage that people have been putting out lately. Like in terms of weather scenarios, it is bad. Dante's been doing great at that too. That's for sure. The thing that I liked so much about Dante is that he
Northwest
puts
winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
he
The
he
following
literally
is a public information statement
makes
from the
up a
National Weather
synoptic
Service
scale
office in
event
Upton, New York.
and
A
lists
severe weather
the
outbreak is expected
intricacies
across the
of that
KWO35 coverage
event.
area today. The
Like
probability
on the
for
synoptic
severe
scale, he'll make an
thunderstorms
entire
and supercells
500
capable of
millibar
producing
surface
violent,
map. He'll put
long-lived
like
tornadoes with
fronts.
considerably
He'll
high
put
given
a
the
trough. I
moderate
mean, this dude will go
projecting
all
extreme
out,
weather.
putting like the
It is
sciencey
important that you
shit.
pay close
That's
attention to the
cool.
weather today.
I like that. I
Continue
remember
to
the
listen
first
to
time I
local
saw that, I was
news
like,
or
whoa.
NOAA weather radio to stay updated about tornado watches and warnings in your area.
And
If
you're
you are in a
pumping out
tornado
some good
warning, go
screens,
to your
man.
basement, safe room, or an interior
It'd be
room
cool to
away
see like
from windows.
a
Don't
big
forget that
portion
if
of the
time
community
allows,
come
seek
together
shelter inside
and
a
make like a
sturdy building
huge
immediately if a
mashup
tornado
scenario.
is approaching. Sheds and storage facilities are not safe. Neither is a mobile home or tent. If you have time, get to a safe
Make
building.
weather
Being
scenarios
in a
great
vehicle
again.
during a tornado is not safe. The best course of action is to drive to the closest shelter. If you are unable to make it to a safe shelter, either get down in your car and cover your head, or abandon your car and seek shelter in a low-lying area such as a ditch or ravine. Have a family plan that includes an emergency meeting place and related information. If you live in a mobile home or home without a basement, identify a nearby safe building you
Yeah, I
can
gotta
get
get
to
my
quickly,
my
such as a
screen
church or family member.
my
It is
screen's
important to
down.
identify safe areas and
But other
underground
than that, I
shelters
have
in case of a
so
severe
many
weather
ideas I'd like to
emergency. Always have first
put
aid kit on hand in case of injuries.
into
Have a
reality.
battery-powered radio with you to
And
stay
I'd
informed
also I
about
was thinking
severe
about voice
weather.
actors
And
and
always
stuff,
keep a
but there are
flashlight or
so
lantern
many
with you in
kids
case
in
the
this
power
community,
goes
and I
out.
feel like an
Continue to
asshole
monitor the
if I
weather,
asked
preferably
people
by
for
NOAA
voice
weather radio
actors and I
band
got a bunch of
stations and
submissions
keep
and I took
you
none of
and your
them.
family informed during
I think
severe
you
weather
had the
days.
same problem, FT.
Now for the official
But like
National Weather Service.
I can't take a 12-year-old's like speech as a president. That's just I just can't do that. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to use extremely realistic AI, but man, there's just so many things that I want to like do, you know, and that limits you. Love the weather scan, man.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued
Yeah,
for our
W
area.
scenario, the weather scan, man. Love a good weather scan. Yeah, it'll be sick. However you do it. I will take any bit of inspiration. I'll let you voice act. Once I find something to do. I have several script ideas that I have not put on the paper recently. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, but I don't have any idea. I try to pick obscure topics. Like if it's a weather scenario, it's something that hasn't been weather scenarioed before, if that makes sense. Man, my biggest
At
thing is
11:31
that
a.m.
people
Eastern Daylight Time,
sound like
severe
adults.
thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Manhattan to Brooklyn.
Again, it's difficult to
moving
have
at 45 miles per hour.
voice acting
Hazard,
from
60
people who
miles per hour
sound
when
really
gusts
young
force.
that are
Radar
supposed to be in
indicated.
positions of power,
Impact. Expect
you know,
damage to
in like a
roofs,
scenario.
siding, and trees. Locations impacted in.
No, yeah, I will, FT, don't worry. If I got a EAS emergency, bro. If I got an emergency alert system emergency, I'll let you know.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York, has issued a tornado watch for the following
I'm
counties
told, like I
in
sound like I'm in my
southeastern New
30s. I'm
York:
17.
Richmond, Kings, New York, Bronx, and
Why do you
Queens.
sound like you're in
Remember,
your
a
30s
tornado
then?
watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of
That's
severe weather,
I
including tornadoes,
I've had
large
people when
hail,
I was
and
younger tell me
damaging
I
winds.
sounded older,
In
but
and
not
close
in
to the watch
their
area,
my
while severe
30s.
weather may not be imminent, persons should
30s
remain
is
alert
like
for rapidly
it's like you've
changing
been
weather
smoking a
conditions
minute.
and listen
Your
for
voice
later
is pretty
statements and
shot.
possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial
Oh
weather
man,
radio,
I
and
knew a
television
kid
outlets,
in
or internet sources for the
when I
latest
was in middle
severe
school.
weather
I was in like
information.
7th grade. There was a kid who had a super deep voice and like a beard. It's wild.
Hello, everyone. This is Drake Ashton here at Doppler NY News. We are beginning our live coverage of the ongoing storm system in the New York City metropolitan area. As you can see, we have very heavy rain in the area. We already have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings in the area, a tornado watch, and the models are projecting things to get
Yeah, man,
worse
it
in the next
depends.
minutes. We
Yeah,
can
in
expect
7th grade,
tornado
man, there
warnings
would
in the
be
next 10 to
randomly
15 minutes.
like a couple
This is a
kids with like
dangerous
full
storm
grown
for the New
beards.
York
It was
area. Remember, if a
insane.
tornado
There's a
warning is
kid
issued for your area,
in
take immediate action. Do not wait to see or hear the
man,
tornado.
dude, there's
Take immediate shelter on the
crazy.
lowest
I
floor
went to
of a
my
building.
brother's
Do
like
not play
elementary school
around with this
recently,
thing. This is an
and there's
extremely
kids that
nasty
like
storm, and we can expect
are
quite a
so
few
tall.
tornadoes. Models
It's
are also
crazy.
indicating the
It's
potential
like, dude,
development of strong tornadoes. Signatures are definitely looking bad. Everyone in the path of this storm needs to take tornado preparations immediately.
Drake.
Well, folks, we are getting a message from one of our spotters. What's going on, Adam?
Drake, we have a tornado
man,
forming quickly
realize
4
my
miles
captions
west of
turned off
Brooklyn.
again.
This thing will be on the ground soon.
Okay, so we have a developing tornado near Brooklyn. Everyone in Brooklyn needs to head to their safe rooms now. While this thing is not on the ground yet, it will be soon. Go ahead and grab essentials and head to your shelter now, preferably a basement. But if you don't have a basement, then go to the middle of your home like a bathroom or a closet. Cover yourself with blankets, pillows, and even a mattress.
Drake, tornado is on the ground.
You were probably one of those kids then, man, that was like, for some reason, 17
Well,
years
that should
ahead of
develop quickly. Citizens
development.
of Brooklyn, take cover now and remain sheltered
Can't
until
believe
the
you're
storm.
9-12. Oh, didn't I say that in fucking Eagle Eye's stream one time? You guys were talking about heights, and I was like, yeah, I'm 9'12". I can't believe you remember that.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York, has issued a tornado warning for southwestern New York County and southeastern New York, Kings County and southeastern New York, until 12:30 p.m. Eastern
Yeah,
Daylight
man, I
Time.
forgot about that.
At 11:57
So long
a.m.
ago.
Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed tornado
Well,
was located
not
4
that long
miles
ago.
west
Feels
of
like it.
Brooklyn,
You're
moving southeast
6'4"?
at 45 miles per hour.
What the hell?
Hazard. Tornado
Dude,
and
you
half
could,
dollar
like,
size hail.
dunk,
This is a
dude.
radar indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter.
You ever played
Mobile homes
basketball,
will be
FT?
damaged or destroyed. Damage
Dude,
to
you could
roofs,
hit a
windows, and
sick...
vehicles will
I don't know.
occur.
I don't know anything about
Tree
basketball. You could hit a
damage is
sick
likely.
dunk, bro.
Locations impacted include Soho,
Are
Lower
you
East Side,
6'4" too,
Brooklyn,
bro?
Gowanus, Park Slope, Prospect Park,
Fucking you guys
Flatbush, Villa
6'4".
Park, and Midwood. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground.
Iron Giants,
Take
dude. My
cover now.
God.
Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Do not wait
Eagle
to
thinks
see
I'll
or hear the
surpass him soon.
tornado.
played basketball once and wasn't really into it. Dude, that makes sense. It's a very high octane sport, but I feel like if you're tall
We are
enough, you
getting
don't even
more
have to try.
reports
You
of
just
power
drop it
outages
in.
across the boroughs. All
Played
right,
football,
folks,
was
we
no
have one of
good.
our spotters in
I also
Brooklyn
played
with us to
football and
share
was
information
terrible.
on what just came through. Jake, are you able to tell us about the Brooklyn tornado?
But yeah, Eagle, you'll probably surpass Eagle because you're growing at a way faster rate than Eagle. And you're pumping out scenarios. You're pumping out so many more. I'm excited to see what Eagle has though. What he's gonna drop. Because I'm pretty sure that's why he hasn't been streaming.
Damage goes, there is a little tree damage. There is some limbs down on the streets and concrete and sidewalks, but nothing that's really affecting the public at this time. There's no structural damage right now, but as soon as we get more reports, I will let you know.
Do you have any photos of the tornado that you can provide to Doppler and why?
As a matter of fact, I actually do. One of our drones captured a photo of the tornado over Brooklyn, and I'll turn on my camera. I'll share my screen right now to show you the picture of that.
Quit before. That's what happened to me, man. I played flag in elementary school, and I remember ripping the wrong kid's thing off, and he got so pissed at me. Like people with that
Thank you
sports
very
shit
much.
is
As for
serious,
our
dude.
viewers out there, the tornado has
Like if
not
you
moved
don't,
out of the area
man.
quite yet, so stay sheltered until the all clear is given.
Sorry to interrupt you.
People were so serious about
Here is
that.
the drone photo.
Like, dude, I remember gym class throughout everything, even high school. It's like, oh my god, people are taking it so seriously. I mean, dude, it is like when it's dodgeball, it's fucking like it's for real.
Yes,
Like
thank you
people
for
will
that,
like legit
Jake.
get into
Well,
fights
folks,
about
as
that.
we are waiting for the picture to load on screen, I want to make something very clear.
The Great
and
South
I
Blizzard
cannot
remake will
stress
be
enough
better
of
than
how
anything you've ever
important
put
this
out.
is. If you are in the path of
Really?
this storm, hail and flooding has also been reported in some boroughs of New York City. But anyways, this is a Doppler NY drone shot of the tornado over Brooklyn.
If I want to join the
This
football
thing
camp,
is
it's gonna
still
go
on
like
the
a tank.
ground as far
Dude,
as
I
we
would
know.
never
Whenever
join
the
football in a
tornado is
million years.
confirmed to be out of the
You get
area, we will
like
send spotters to
99% of
identify
all
possible
NFL
damage.
players
But
get
until then, please
CTE
stay
and
with
like
us as
die
we
from
continue our live
degenerative
coverage
brain
of the New York City
issues.
storm outbreak.
It is
This is
not
Drake
worth it.
Ashton, and we will be back
And it's like
momentarily,
20%
folks.
of
Please stay
high school
tuned.
football players too, and like 60% of college people, dude. It is not worth it.
For your protection,
Favorite
move
college
to an
football team?
interior room on
Again,
the
I know
lowest
nothing
floor
about
of the
football,
building.
but
The
Notre
tornado warning
Dame,
for southwestern New York County and
because
Kings
that's
County is canceled. The
it's like a
storm which
local
prompted the
thing,
warning
and
has moved out of
my
the area.
family's like
Therefore, the
huge Notre
warning
Dame
has been
fans, like,
canceled. Tornado watch number 13 remains in effect until
and that's
3
like my
p.m.
automatic
Eastern
answer.
Daylight
I
Time for
actually
the
have known
following
nothing
counties
about the
in
team.
southeastern New York: Richmond County, Kings County, New York County, Bronx County, and Queens County. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a tornado warning for southern New York County and southeastern New York until 1:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 12:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time,
Notre
a
Dame,
confirmed tornado was
go
located
Clemson. I don't
6
know what
miles
any of it
north
means
of
though, so you
downtown
can't.
Manhattan, moving south
I
at
don't know what
55
any of it
miles per
means.
hour.
Like I don't know
Hazard. Damaging
why.
tornado. Source:
Whatever will
radar
piss
and
people
weather
off the
spotters
least.
confirm
Yeah,
tornado on the ground near Manhattan.
I'm telling you, man,
In
it's ride or
fact,
die with these
flying
sports
debris will be
fans,
dangerous
bro.
to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed.
I've
Damage to
seen
roofs,
videos on
windows,
Twitter where
and
people will
vehicles
get
will
punched in
occur.
the face,
Tree damage is likely.
like
Locations impacted
just because their
include
team
Lincoln
won
Square,
or whatever, dude.
Manhattan,
It's
Rockefeller Center,
insane.
Times Square, Turtle Bay,
Super
Grand
diehard
Central
sports
Terminal,
fans, man,
Empire
you
State
can't
Building,
say
Kids
anything.
Bay, Gramercy, Flat, Iron, and East Village. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
I'm glad you don't fight over
Avoid
sports,
windows
FT.
if in a mobile
I'm
home,
glad you're
a
part of the
vehicle,
sane
or outdoors.
half of the
Move to the closest
population.
substantial
But
shelter and
man,
protect yourself from flying debris.
some people are crazy about sports, like unhealthily. fighting and rioting in the streets. I remember.
Welcome back to
And
Doppler
didn't
NY
like
News.
wasn't
We are
there a riot
continuing
after
our
the Super
live
Bowl this year?
coverage of the severe weather outbreak in the Big Apple, and we have some very interesting developments coming in. We are
Only
getting
reason I watched
reports
the
that the
Super Bowl this year
tornado
was
over Manhattan
Rihanna
has intensified,
and
the
food.
radar is showing strong signatures over Manhattan. This indicates that we do indeed have some violent rotation over Manhattan.
I see. I remember a couple years ago,
and the path of the tornado needs
Notre
to
Dame.
immediately take shelter now. Do not
It was.
blink.
I remember
We have
my
one of
my
our
family
members
was
at
talking about
Doppler
it.
NY
Notre Dame was
online
like
to give
number
us
one
some
undefeated or
information
whatever,
about
and
what
they
is
were going
happening.
against
What
Alabama,
is going on out there?
and they
Listen.
lost. And I remember my dad was
Thanks,
crying.
Drake.
I was
We're
like,
definitely
dude,
getting strong wind gusts
what is
here up
going
to
on,
83
bro?
miles per hour.
It
I
is
haven't seen the
literally.
tornado quite yet. But
I
from
don't.
what
I
I am
don't get
hearing,
it because I'm
things
not
are
in.
not looking good.
I don't
We have
understand
some
it.
citizens reporting a
Nothing
wet-sized
wrong with
tornado
being
near
proud or
Manhattan. But
excited
this
about it,
cannot
but
be
I
confirmed
remember I
at
was
this
like, man,
time.
I wish like
We
that
have
was the
not been able
worst
to take a
problem
look
I
at the
had in my
stores due
life
to
was that
extreme
my
winds
favorite
blowing
sports team
dangerous
lost.
debris.
I
Hang on,
wish that
wait a
was my
second.
biggest problem.
Holy crap, there are sirens going off. This is not a good sign at all. I will need to look out the window soon to see the size of this thing to get a good look at what we are dealing with here.
Please be careful, Alyssa. I do not think that is a good idea for you to do right
It's
now.
just a bunch of boys throwing balls around and hitting each other.
Dust clouds blocking everything.
That's such an interesting way to
This is
put
the
it.
worst case scenario regarding tornado spotting.
That's
But that
funny.
to me
A
clearly
bunch of
indicates
boys
that
throwing
what we
balls
have on
around
the
and hitting
ground is
each other.
extremely serious. It literally
There's a
looks like
difference
a
between
monsoon
passion and
cloud out
obsession.
of
That's
its own,
that's the
but
perfect
it
way
is
to
a
put it.
cloud.
Some
That's
people
debris.
are absolutely
So much
insane.
debris. This is far too dangerous for any spotters to be out right now. Hold on a second. I am getting a weather alert from my NOAA weather radio. This should tell us what is going on. Oh my god. Drake. I can't believe this.
What is it?
It's a tornado emergency for Manhattan.
What?
We have a large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. This is pure horrific. I have never seen anything like this for the Big Apple before. This is insane.
I don't even think this is like.
Oh no,
like,
this is bad. This is very, very bad. People of Manhattan,
like
get
I don't know where
underground or
you
get
go
to your
in this
safe
kind of
place
situation
now. There
other
is
than
no
the
excuse to not be sheltered at this point. This is a deadly storm, and your best case for
whatchamacallit, is
survival
the
in a
volume low?
situation like this is to get underground now.
Other than the
we have
subway
a photo
systems,
here
I
of
don't
the
know where
debris
you would
cloud
go
in
in this type of
Manhattan.
situation.
Take a look at this.
Skyscrapers are a
This is
death
just
trap.
unbelievable.
Oh my lord, you can't even see anything. The tornado, the city, there's literally zero visibility right now. There is so much debris in the air that an air quality alert will definitely have to be issued soon with all this crap in the atmosphere. This is extremely dangerous. All the dust debris in the air is life-threatening for anyone with respiratory problems like asthma and bronchitis. It'll take a long time to clear this stuff out of the air. This clearly indicates a lot of damage being done in Manhattan. This is unbelievable, folks. I hate to say it, but we have a potential mass casualty event occurring
Imagine
in
the anger.
Manhattan. It's hard to
There's a
look at
big
this
part of
thing
that.
and not
Some people
call
are
it one. Please, for
aggressive,
the love
man.
of all that is
People
holy
die
and divine,
in
stay
football, dude.
underground now. That
Who's
is
the
about
one
the
guy
only
who
way to
literally
survive this at this
died?
point. Please do not
I mean,
leave
it
your
was
shelter.
briefly.
Doing so is
They
literally an
resuscitated
act
him
of
and he came back to
suicide.
life.
Stay in your shelter
But
until...
dude, he literally, they hit him the
Holy
wrong way in
crap,
football
we just
and
lost power. Are we still on the air?
he died.
No, we're not, sir.
Crack.
Exactly.
This
And
is
it's not even
good.
potential
Guys, we
brain
need to get
damage.
to a
In the
basement
NFL,
now.
it's
Let's go right
guaranteed.
now.
It is 99.99% of all dead NFL players have CTE in their autopsy brains. It's a guarantee. And it makes you miserable. Like, that's why so many NFL players, like, end up extremely depressed or with, like, Alzheimer's or, like, killing themselves, you know? Like, it's insane. And the NFL covered that up for so long. Yeah, it was DeMar Hamlin. That's what it was, right? Yeah. He like briefly died. That's crazy though. That you can just get hit in a certain way. I really like these screens. it's same. I feel the same way about boxing. It can be impressive to see people fight, but the brain damage aspect is it's just not worth it, dude. Like you don't want to damage your brain. Like bro, that's your brain. Yeah, my it always does that. My captions always say music when there's tones. I don't
The following
understand it.
message is transmitted at the request of the New York State Department of Emergency Management. This is a civil emergency message for Manhattan and downtown New York City. A large tornado came through downtown Manhattan, leaving behind extreme damage and widespread power outages. The tornado has also caused dangerous air pollution in New York City due to a massive debris cloud that formed during the tornado. Debris is still in the air. Do not go outside, as the environment is not safe at this time. If you have a respiratory condition, wear a mask indoors and outdoors to prevent inhalation of harmful bacteria
I
from
like
dust
this. I
debris in
think
the
it's
air.
unique.
Exposure to harmful bacteria can be life-threatening for those with underlying medical
I think that's very unique.
conditions. In
An air
addition, due
quality
to the debris
alert,
cloud still in the air and extreme damages, law
because
enforcement
of
are
how much
currently
debris would
unable
be in
to
the air
assist
and
the injured or
glass and
trapped. Once it is safe to do so, law enforcement and first responders will sweep through the area to assist anyone in need. Do not assist any injured individuals until it is deemed safe to do so. Doing so puts your life at extreme risk. Remain indoors until local officials deem it is safe to leave your shelter.
yeah,
Have enough
soccer's
supplies to
crazy,
last you up
dude.
to 3 days in your shelter.
I have seen some
Stay tuned to
crazy
local media
things.
and news
I
outlets
remember
for
the
further
World Cup.
information on this dangerous
They were watching that
situation.
at like this family reunion thing. Dude, I can't imagine being that physically active. Like I'll walk up and down a flight of stairs and I'm done.
Okay, everyone, we are back on the air here at the Doppler NY News studio. While 80% of the city is still without power, we were able to start up a generator to get back on the air. But anyways, it has been a few hours now since the deadly tornado tore through Manhattan. We still can't see much due to the debris cloud still in the atmosphere, but from what we
FT, how
can
do you make
see,
these
there's a
pictures?
lot
Are
of
they AI
destruction.
generated?
Most of the city is
Do you like
damaged.
AI
400
generate
people have been killed,
like
thousands
wedge hitting
injured. It will
Manhattan
take
and then pick
months to
like a
years
good
to
picture, or
repair
like what's
everything.
the
This will cost billions of dollars to repair. This is honestly the biggest disaster New York City has seen since 9/11. I'm sorry to bring that up. I really am, but it is the truth. I know that these images are disturbing and that some people hate lazy screens, but to be honest, that's too bad because there's a bigger message to be spread here. 2023 has seen some deadly outbreaks so far. Selma,
broke the
Alabama,
fourth wall a little
Houston,
bit?
Texas areas, Louisiana, California, Texas, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas, and even Illinois to name a few affected areas. And now this tragedy
Oh,
in
really?
Manhattan, severe damages and fatalities have occurred
How do you
in
even do that?
2023 due to tornadic outbreaks. In my
Do you like
opinion, there is
draw?
a lack of tornado awareness in some areas of the country that prevent people from preparing accordingly for severe weather disasters. While yes, we don't really expect things like this to happen in the Big Apple, but the harsh reality is it can happen anywhere. While yes, some areas more than others. But still, tornadoes can and do happen in least likely places. It is always important for anyone, anywhere to be prepared for such a deadly weather event. Failure to do so leads us down a path like today. I hope that people can really start to take things like this seriously, because this is certainly not a joke. Lives are ruined here today. Please, to everyone listening, prepare for severe weather. Do not think this can't happen to you, because it sadly can. However, with preparations and caution, should such a tragedy occur in your area, you can help keep yourself and others safe. You can help save lives. Let us all come together today to support the people of New York. We thank you for hearing me out. We hope everyone stays safe this spring. This is Drake Ashton at Doppler NY signing off. God
Oh,
bless you all.
I kind of get what you mean. This was a dope scenario. Really, like it's so unique. Your screens that you use. Weird question. When's the last time you guys been if you have, under a tornado warning. It's been a month for me. It's been a month. It's a very random question, but I feel we're
Safe to
talking
leave your
about
shelter.
tornadoes. Several years. I see, so you just blend it in with the image. Almost like an easier Photoshop kind of thing. Plenty of watches, but no warnings. I've actually had the opposite happen, which is so strange. Like, I've had more tornado warnings outside of, like, a watch. But no, I was under a tornado warning in on the 31st with the ridiculously huge outbreak. Went outside. It was in the middle of the night too. Okay, I think we're gonna do like one more. And we're not watching foreign creatures, that's for sure. Absolutely not foreign creatures. Yeah, where I'm at, it's been super cold. Like, there's been barely any thunderstorms because it's so goddamn cold. Nice, dude. Getting all the. I need all the whatchamacallit. All the education. These are all Hermitage. Oh, most of them are. Huh. Gotta gotta find gotta find some. Okay, we're gonna say 4 to 20 minutes. That sounds good. Well, let's watch some EAS. Very solid, always solid. EAS, always something. We'll sort by popular. Time to get schooled. Um, something that's not 3 days long. I love this dude's thumbnails, man. That was Skyfall. That caught my eye. Like Mars. Mars has dust devils literally the size of football stadiums. Crazy. I'd love to see that, honestly. Dust devils bigger than some Earth tornadoes. And like the red spot on Jupiter. A storm with like 600-mile-per-hour winds. It's not very fun.
Good evening, Jacksonville, and welcome to
Yeah.
First Coast Weather and News. My name is James Bold. Let's get into the evening news. Tonight, we have an update on a terrifying situation in outer space. Overnight, it was reported the International Space Station has lost power. It is unknown why this issue has occurred, and there is currently no estimated repair time on the power supply for the station. This could cause potentially life-threatening effects not just for the people on the station, but also people back down on Earth. The current worst-case scenario fear is that the ISS will collide with other satellites or other space debris. This may start an event known as Kessler syndrome. Best-case scenario for this event actually happening is that it would create a sort of space junk field around the planet, causing limited space travel for potentially years or decades to come. The worst-case scenario not only involves what was previously mentioned, but also the potential of space debris or entire pieces of technology falling down to Earth.
That's fucked up.
NASA and the United States government are currently monitoring the
That happens all the
situation
time.
and will provide new information as it becomes available. Please stay tuned to
Usually
news
very
sources
small
over the
pieces of
coming
space
days
junk, but
and be prepared for a potential Kessler syndrome event.
that happened to a lady one time. Fell through her roof. It was either a piece of space junk or a meteorite, but it literally came through her roof and hit her on her leg.
This is a global emergency. All regularly scheduled programming has been suspended in
James
order to air this
Boldman.
important message from the President of the United States. Please stand by for this message regarding a threat to the general safety of all Americans and to the world as a whole.
My fellow Americans, an event of a truly unprecedented scale is currently underway. At around 8 a.m. this morning, it was reported that the International Space Station collided with numerous large pieces of space technology. While what was impacted exactly is currently unknown, it is likely that a Kessler syndrome event is going to occur shortly. This will likely have repercussions for years, if not decades to come. America's mission to reach far into the stars may have to be put on hold for the near future. But this event will have much more dire consequences in the near term. Expect service outages in television, radio, and cellular devices over the course of the coming weeks. Large pieces of space debris may fall down on Earth.
Global alert using American's EAS.
The full extent of the effects that the general public will
It's
feel
12:44 a.m. where I'm at, bro. LOL.
We as
KES more
Americans
important
will
than
get
sleep.
together,
Hey
regardless
man,
of the
dude,
short-term
it's
consequences.
also 12:44 where I'm
Our
at.
hearts go
Eastern
out to the
Time,
crew
gang.
that resided on the International Space Station.
No, yeah, there was a
and we send their
scenario
families our deepest
watched
condolences. Stay
yesterday
strong,
or the
America,
day before
even
or
through the
something.
darkest of times.
It was
This has been a
a
message from the President of the
volcanic
United States.
eruption,
Thank
another
you for
one of
your
those.
time.
But it was in Indonesia, and they were using Easy Plus screens in Indonesia in English. Like, it was literally American screens talking in English with American warnings. Like in Indonesia.
This message is being transmitted at the request of the state government of Tennessee, in conjunction with NASA. A civil danger warning has been issued for eastern Tennessee until further notice. At around 1:30 p.m., a large piece of space debris was reported to be falling down to the Earth's surface. The origin of this object is unknown, but it is believed to be in relation to the ongoing Kessler syndrome event that is affecting the United States. This object is likely some sort of communication satellite due to it having an estimated size of around a small car.
Time zone.
This satellite
Imagine
is
being in, like,
expected to land
mountain
somewhere
time.
in eastern Tennessee within the next hour. The exact trajectory of this object is unknown, but it is generally
That's
expected
awesome
to land to
though,
the
because
east of
mobile's
Chattanooga,
easier to edit on than a
Tennessee.
computer.
Those to the
And I
west
don't
of
have
the
to spend
line
an
going
outrageous
north
amount
of
of money.
Chattanooga
You know what I
should
mean?
still remain on high alert, as
Like,
this
I could
object could
pirate,
change
like,
course at
Elgato
any
or
time
something
on
or
its way
whatever,
down to the surface.
or Sony
At this
Studios,
time,
and then
all
edit, but I don't
citizens
want to
within
do
this
all that.
area are being asked
I
to
don't know how to
remain off the
pirate
road
properly.
and remain in a shelter
Stuff
if
like that.
possible. If you spot a falling satellite, contact your
Yes, it
local
is.
law
It's the only
enforcement
real
office
time zone.
immediately.
I
Please
cannot
stay tuned to
imagine
local
being
news media for more
in
information and future updates on this
whatever.
event.
Like, seriously, mountain time and all that. Fucking California time, I don't know. Eastern Daylight Time. It's not standard? Or is it daylight because of savings or whatever? I didn't know that's how it worked.
This message is being transmitted at the request of the Knoxville Police Department. A radiological hazard warning has been issued for the Knoxville metropolitan area until further notice. At around 3:13 p.m. local time, a large satellite landed just outside the city of Maryville, Tennessee. It is currently unknown if there have been any fatalities. Preliminary investigations by local authorities have found that the satellite may contain radioactive material, which was used as a power source for the device. There is no current risk for a large explosion, but the ongoing fire coming from the wreckage may spread radioactive material into the surrounding air. If you are within the city limits of Maryville, it is advised you remain indoors
I
until
had
cleanup
no
crews can
idea that was
safely
how that
contain the
worked. I'm gonna be
situation.
real.
An exact containment time on this event is currently unknown, but local authorities hope to have the wreckage cleaned up by tomorrow morning. Anyone within the Knoxville metropolitan area is advised to not travel towards the area of Maryville until an all-clear message
Oh
is
my
given.
God, we're not
Stay
we're
tuned
not
to local news
replacing
media for more
we're not
information and
replacing
future
letters with
updates on
W's
this
in this
event.
chat. Oh God. This is how one of my scenarios went.
This message is
Roughly.
being transmitted at the request of civil authorities within the Knoxville metropolitan area. A contaminated water warning has been issued for the Knoxville metropolitan area until further notice. Local water treatment plants in the area have reported high amounts of radioactive material in the local water supply. This is believed to affect the areas of, but is not limited to, Knoxville, Maryville, Lenoir City,
I honestly had no
Loudon,
idea.
and Glenore.
I
Generally,
always try to
anyone
figure out the
along the
difference,
Tennessee River in this
and it
region should
always
avoid
frustrated
using
me.
water for any means. Do
Society
not
of
use
EAS
water
has
from any
screens are
faucets
real.
in your home for drinking, cooking, washing clothes, bathing, or any other water-related activities. It is also advised you do not go into any public water sources at this time. The ingestion of radioactive materials can lead to a myriad of problems, such as radiation poisoning or radiation sickness. It is advised that if you need to drink water, you drink it from an already prepackaged source. Local authorities are working to provide clean drinking water to all residents in the area as quickly as possible. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start working on a new scenario like tomorrow. Watching all these scenarios, it has me like inspired, you know? Radiation, rage
This
warning.
message is being transmitted at the request
It's
of the
the
Houston
rage
Police
warning.
Department. A 911 telephone outage emergency is currently ongoing within the city of Houston, Texas. It is believed this
Why?
event is occurring due to the ongoing Kessler syndrome event affecting the United States. There have been numerous reports from NASA that many satellites that provide signals for satellite-based phones have been severely damaged.
I don't think that's how that
This
works.
means that many non-mobile phones, such as home phones, landlines, and other types of phones may not work as intended. Most cell phones seem to be relatively unaffected due to their connection to land-based towers. There have been numerous reports throughout the day that many businesses were not receiving phone calls due to this event, including the local police departments. Many
That is a
people reported phone calls going immediately
Jesus,
to
cool
voicemail
screen.
or not ringing at all. At this time, local law
Bro, who let him
enforcement
cook?
agencies are currently trying to devise a way to receive phone calls through a cellular
Bro, yeah,
service
I still gotta
rather
type
than a
up a script, but
satellite-based service.
after all those
If you have
volcano
an
scenarios, I
emergency, you are
honestly have an
still
idea.
encouraged to attempt to
I guess
call
that'll be a
emergency
hint on its own.
services, though it is unsure if the calls will be able to be answered. Stay tuned to
God,
local news
there's so
media
many
for more
volcano
information
scenarios
and
out
future
there
updates on this
that are not
event.
good. Very few are good. I want to change it. I want to change the game up. Nobody talks about volcano scenarios anymore. It's all weather scenarios and analog horror.
This message is being transmitted at the request of the National Weather Service office in Norman, Oklahoma. A tornado watch has been issued for central and western Oklahoma until 9 p.m. Central Standard
tornado.
Time.
What are we?
Conditions are expected to be favorable for the development of
What
tornadoes.
are we even
Major
watching?
population zones within the watch area include, but are not limited to, Oklahoma City,
I thought we were
Norman,
watching.
Fort Sill, Edmond, and Stillwater. Large, long-track tornadoes are possible
Yeah,
throughout the day
YP's
today
volcano
and into
scenario,
the
best
early
one yet.
evening. Due to the ongoing Kessler syndrome event, early warnings on these developing
Like
storm systems may
the
be difficult. While radars will
UNP
still
guy
be able
or
to track these
whatever. I don't know how to
storms,
pronounce
the
the
use of
name.
overhead satellites for early
Is it
detection of
Juan?
these
It's like a
storms will not
dumbass,
be
but
possible. This may lead to a shorter than usual early warning time on severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. If you are within the boundaries of the
I
tornado
found out who took your
watch, it
tornado
is
watches.
advised
That's
that you
funny.
remain extra vigilant for rapidly
Yeah, this is
changing weather
this is why I haven't
conditions.
been getting tornado
Tornadoes
watches.
can
They've
develop
been
and
used
intensify
in a scenario
rapidly,
about
with little to
satellites.
no warning. Stay tuned to local news media and the National Weather Service for more information and future updates on this event.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to watch that. How long is that? Because if it's not that long, we might as well watch it. It's 30 minutes. Oh man. I don't know. I almost want to watch it, but I don't know. It'd be
This
1:30
message
by
is
the time
being
we finish the
transmitted at the
stream.
request of the
Is
Flagstaff
that
Fire
feasible, or
Department
should I
in
save it for
conjunction
another
with the
day?
National Weather Service. A wildfire warning has been issued for central and eastern Arizona until further notice. Over the past 16 hours, a wildfire has been burning within the Coconino National Forest. Due to the ongoing Kessler syndrome
But
event,
what is
it has
going
been
on
very
in this
difficult to
scenario?
monitor the progress of this fire. Current progress on containment is not known for sure, due to most of the footage
I
able to be
imagine the
captured
tornado
on the
watch will
fire has
play in
been from
eventually, but I'm just
helicopters and
confused.
drones.
Like,
Due to the lack of wide-scale visual information on this fire, it is advised that anyone within the warned area remain vigilant for rapidly changing conditions regarding the wildfire. The fire may spread rapidly due to high temperatures, low humidity, and high winds in the affected area. The fire may spread out of control without warning, with little to no way to observe this rapid change. If you notice the fire beginning to spread at an accelerated pace, contact your local law enforcement agency immediately. Stay tuned to local news media and the National Weather Service for more information and future updates on this
could
event.
go either way. All right, dude. I think that'll be the. Why not, though? I got nothing. Well, I got stuff to do, but you know what's more important than real life? Watching EAS scenarios.
This message is being transmitted at the request of the Williams County
Make
Police
volcano
Department.
EAS
A
great again.
shelter-in-place order
There's
has been
just
issued
not
for
a
the
ton
counties of
of.
Williams,
What
Divide,
is?
and McKenzie. The National Aeronautics and Space
Okay,
Administration,
this makes
or
sense then.
NASA, has detected
I was reading the
numerous
scroll
large
text. I was
chunks
like,
of
why are we
space debris
sheltering in
falling towards the
place?
state of North Dakota. It is expected that these objects will impact primarily on the western side of the
Fire
state
tornado?
and
You're
will likely make
probably
impact
right.
within the next
It's gonna make
hour.
like a
Anyone
yeah.
within the previously named counties are
But no,
advised to remain
volcano
in your homes and
scenarios,
shelters
there's
at
not a
this
lot of good
time.
ones. I
If
made
the
a
building you
volcano
are in has a
scenario a
lower
while
floor
ago.
or a basement,
It
it is
sucked.
advised you take
It was
shelter there
bad. It
until
was
an
not
all clear is
enjoyable. It
given.
was actually
If you do
garbage.
not have a lower floor in your building, get
I
to the most
contributed
central room
to
of
the
your home.
own.
If possible, try and protect your head from falling debris.
Man,
This can involve using bike helmets, pillows, getting under furniture, and other forms of cushioning. If you hear any loud crashes or explosions, do not go outside to investigate. These pieces of space debris may burst into flames or explode when they hit the ground. If you believe your shelter is at risk of catching fire, leave immediately and find shelter elsewhere. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future
okay, the
updates on
next
this
alert,
event.
I hope, is something that ties in with the tornado watch. Because if it's not, that makes no sense why that was there. Dude. Dude. Why?
This message is being transmitted at the request of the Williams County Police Department. An immediate evacuation order has been issued for the town of
What was
Alexander,
the point
North
of the tornado
Dakota,
watch?
effective immediately. Over the past 6 hours, numerous large chunks of space debris impacted the area. Numerous fires have broken out, and there have been multiple reports of homes being damaged or destroyed. Current information on injuries or fatalities is unknown at this time.
Yeah, dude, it had to
If
be
you are
some
within the town of
tornado filler
Alexander,
content,
you
dude.
are urged to leave
Where?
immediately.
Why did that
Law
have to be
enforcement
added,
will
and
sweep
why did
the
that
area for
tie in
any
at
people
all?
trapped in their
It's
homes
literally
once the
over.
area is deemed safe.
What was the point? What was the point of the? tornado watch. Is no one mentioning the tornado watch that's suddenly like was just there? All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna use the restroom again because I'm like a bottomless pit. And we're gonna watch. Apparently, I already watched a couple seconds of it. I don't believe YouTube. But okay. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'll be right back. We're gonna bust into this next scenario. All right. I'll BRB. Oh shit! I almost tripped over a fucking. All right, fellas. Back. All right. Good night, FT. All right. Here we go. Final scenario. Grand finale. What if all volcanoes erupted spontaneously? Okay. My volume alright?
This is where you rise, this is where you shine, this is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. This is history
What?
in the making.
This is like an ad?
History in the making.
Yeah!
Vote for your
VoteForYourLife.com. Fuck yeah. Vote. Yeah, we would. We'd just die, because then that would include
Tonight,
the super
America
volcanoes.
decides the biggest night in politics. The balance of power is on the
no.
line, and we take you to the states everyone is watching. And already tonight, we've got breaking news as Republicans are increasingly optimistic they could take back control of Congress. Our coverage
God.
starts right now.
Boo, where's the volcanoes? Blow it up. Blow them all up. It would be a fart reverb sound effect and nobody would be
Earthquake.
alive.
Strong
Oh, shit.
shaking expected. In 30 seconds. Drop, cover, and hold on.
Oh, shit.
Earthquake. Earthquake. Strong shaking expected.
Oh, shit.
In 20 seconds. Earthquake. Strong shaking expected. In 10 seconds.
Oh.
Se siente un temblor, se está moviendo el piso. Ustedes ya saben qué es lo que tienen que hacer en este momento.
Yeah, very
Alerta
unique.
sísmica. Me voy a levantar y voy a evacuar.
Alerta sísmica. Alerta sísmica.
Oh. Dude is just dancing. Oh. Initial reports are obviously ignored by nations situated on the rim of the Pacific Ocean. Oh, man.
It should be broken up into smaller companies.
Just an interruption. We're feeling some shaking in our studio.
We
It
are?
is relatively strong.
Yep.
It does appear that we are either having an earthquake or an aftershock. If you are at home,
This is
duck,
a
cover,
pretty
and hold on.
strong
This is,
aftershock.
we are experiencing quite a bit of shaking.
This is
If
so
you'll give us a
smart.
brief moment here. We're making
You
sure
just
that
use
nothing
actual
is
earthquake
going to come
broadcasts that
down
have
in the
happened.
studio here.
And it is going for quite a bit of
Earthquake. Earthquake. Strong
Wow.
shaking expected in 11 seconds.
21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong
Earthquake.
shaking.
Earthquake. Strong shaking expected in
8.1.
2 seconds.
Holy shit. November 11th, V-Day. The Tayamu Massif Submarine Volcano in Choshi, Japan.
進み続ける地球温暖化救世主になるかもしれないのが秋の味覚
You got the
さつまいも
yams, bro?
芋を食べたらおならが出やすいですけど中にメタンがあるんです。芋はねメタンを作るのに最適
津波です。津波です。
Yeah, this is awesome.
津波です。
This is really cool.
こちらでは配送手続きのご予約、変更を承っております。お客様の会員番号をお願いいたします。会員番号は01234567ですね。確認いたしました。
That's really
現在、
cool. Look, you can see
3月
the...
25日、ご自宅へ配送のご予約をいただいております。それでは、3月25日、ご自宅へ配送の予定を3月26日のご配送に変更いたします。3月26日は降雪のため配送が遅れることがあります。
津波です。
What? 16,800 dead? Oh, here we go. We're in the U.S. now.
Lawyer, call 1-800-4-BIKERS. We ride, we care, we win. If
Yeah, it's
you
like
go
such a
down,
beautiful
call
chime.
Royce Brown,
Dun, dun,
motorcycle
dun, dun, dun.
attorneys.
As the world is literally ending.
This is CNN Breaking News.
We begin this afternoon with breaking news. A tsunami warning has been issued for the entire U.S. West Coast. This follows after an undersea volcanic eruption 1,000 miles east of Japan early today. Take a look at this image, which shows spectacular
Very
satellite video of gigantic ash clouds and shock waves. A 45-meter tsunami struck Japan as a result of the eruption. The number
Damn, dude.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Washington State Emergency Operations Center. This is a volcano warning. Mount St.
Wow.
Helens was elevated to code red by the USGS
FT was
at
not
2:45
playing when he
p.m.,
said this was the
indicating
best
that
he's
a major
seen.
eruption is underway with significant emission of volcanic ash into the atmosphere. An evacuation order has been issued for all residents living within 500 miles of the volcano. If you are outside the 500-mile radius, seek indoor shelter now. Close all windows, doors, and fireplace or wood stove dampers. You should protect yourself from falling ash that can irritate skin and injure breathing passages, eyes, and open wounds. Use a well-fitting, certified face mask, such as an N95.
Yeah, for real. This is crazy. That's awesome. This is awesome so far. Campi Flegrei and Mount Vesuvius. Pretty sure Campi Flegrei is like a super volcano. So we're already off to a start.
Welcome to Ray News 24.
Wow.
I'm Ailsey Rousseau, and I'm
Dude,
here
this
live
is
on air
awesome.
to bring you this
What the
breaking news
fuck?
story. We're seeing
Yeah,
layer
super
footage of the
original
erupting
screens, man.
Mount
And they're
Vesuvius
realistic.
as local officials report pyroclastic flow threatens areas near the volcano. The mayor of Naples has issued an evacuation order. This is a breaking news story. We will provide crucial updates as they become available. Stay tuned.
Wow.
Emergenza civile. Emergenza civile. Si tratta di un avviso di eruzione vulcanica. L'Istituto Nazionale di Geofisica e Vulcanologia ha individuato una super eruzione dei Campi Flegrei 15, minuti dopo la prima eruzione osservata del Vesuvius. La città di Napoli e i suoi dintorni sono in grave pericolo. I flussi di lava a velocità fino a 48 km/h stanno attualmente tutti i percorsi in il vulcano. Aspettati una forte caduta di cenere.
Wow. Yeah, dude. The super volcano wreaks havoc in Europe. Thousands are forced to flee as flights out of Europe are grounded. A country dotted with extinct volcanoes will soon face the wrath of sleeping giants. Holy shit. What? Brisbane, Australia.
What can we expect to see happen from here?
Well, that is a very hard question to answer. It could be that it's a big bang and everything settles down. Alternatively, it could be the precursor to something else, that some continuing eruptions take place. Quite often, eruptions like this are preceded by small ejections of fragmented volcanic material, a lot of seismic activity, then a big eruption, and then a sequence, if you like, a decay sequence of eruptions that are not as big as the first one. But that's not the universal rule, and we haven't been around long enough to watch how this volcano can behave over the thousands and thousands of years of its construction. So, Casey, I'm sorry I can't tell you exactly what might happen next. It's because we don't have a long enough record to know.
Dude, wow.
We apologize for the interruption to this broadcast. Normal programming has been suspended. Please stand by for an emergency warning. This is an emergency warning. The current threat level is emergency. To assure your survival, you must take immediate action. Geoscience Australia has reported the eruption of Mount Barney, Biwa, Warning, and the Siberian caldera at around 8:45 am. Since this is an inexplicable phenomena, all Australians residing within 1,000 kilometres of the aforementioned volcanoes are advised to evacuate urgently.
Bro, so the whole...
I repeat,
Bro.
all Australians residing within 1,000 kilometers of the aforementioned volcanoes are advised to evacuate urgently.
They'd be like the whole country.
Volcanoes spew hot, dangerous gases, ash, lava, and rock that are powerfully destructive. Thick ash fall is expected to engulf the whole state of Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria. Since volcanic ash is a health threat, all Australians outside the 1,000 kilometers zone are advised to seek shelter.
Wow. Up in like Alaska? Yeah.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Gatorade.
This is CTV News. We are minutes away from the Prime Minister's media briefing as incidents of volcanic eruptions surge throughout the world. The World Health Organization has reported that the global death toll has surpassed 100,000. Scientists around the world are looking for answers since this has never happened before. The United Nations is currently in session to discuss the global impact.
You called
The
literally.
BC Public Alerting System has been activated by the Provincial Government of British Columbia. Event type is volcanic ash and pyroclastic surge, volcano threat for BC until further notice. The public is expected to stop, listen, and respond as ordered by this emergency warning.
Le système d'alerte avant Jésus-Christ public a été activé par le gouvernement provincial de la Colombie-Britannique. Le type d'événement est surge pyroclastique, menace volcanique pour la Colombie-Britannique. Jusqu'à nouvel ordre. On s'attend à ce que le public s'arrête, écoute et réponde comme ordonné par cet avertissement d'urgence.
At 3:25 p.m., Environment Canada reported a 6.9 magnitude earthquake in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oh, man, you got it nailed.
This was followed by a loud explosion sound caused by the eruption of the Mount Meagher Massif. The sonic boom produced by the magnitude of the eruption was estimated to be more than 320 decibels. It was felt and heard in several areas across North America, with reports of ruptured eardrums. If you or someone you know has heard the blast, most ruptured eardrums will heal on their own in a few weeks. Please seek medical attention if you have bloody discharge from your ear, intense discomfort, total hearing loss in one ear, or dizziness that causes vomiting. All BC residents are advised to seek shelter as the volcanoes in the Garibaldi volcanic belt is anticipated to emit rocks, poisonous gases, and ash that will fall on major cities across the West Coast, Northern Territories, and Prairie provinces. In an effort to determine what is causing this occurrence, the Canadian government is collaborating with the throughout
What? Listen, man. Yeah.
Se enfrentan Jan Lobo contra Manuel Chang. Preparados. 3, 2, 1. Es el nuevo tobogán del Exodon, semana número 7. Me encanta esta pista porque tiene ese tramo de ida y vuelta en el agua.
70,000.
Alerta sísmica. Alerta sísmica.
Este es un mensaje de peligro civil. Advertencia de actividad volcánica. A las 3:40 de la tarde, los volcanes Popocatépetl y Iztaccíhuatl entraron en erupción, enviando columnas de ceniza a decenas de kilómetros a la estratosfera y desatando un flujo piroclástico hacia la Ciudad de México. El nivel de alerta es alarma roja. Evacúe de inmediato si reside dentro de un radio de 900 kilómetros de los volcanes Popocatépetl y Iztaccíhuatl.
Wow, damn, dude, they're just dropping these cities like it's nothing. Dude, like it's nothing. Damn. Classified recording of the White House. That is a long ID.
This is a classified encrypted audio file protected under Title 18, Section 798 of the United States Code, Disclosure of Classified Information.
Mr. President, we have just learned that nothing can be used to prove this unexplained calamity. The USGS has warned that a global famine is looming and that we should ready ourselves for the worst-case scenario. We, as your National Security Council, recommend that the executive branch activate National Response Scenario 9. This secures the continuity of government, the functioning of all three branches, and the future of the country.
Mr. President, we have just been informed that the Vales caldera in New Mexico has also started to erupt. This is a supervolcano, sir, with big cities such as Portland and Seattle heavily damaged by ash and pyroclastic flow. Mass fear and rioting are expected to break in other major cities, a situation we'd want to avoid. We need control, sir, since we do not have enough time to organize mass evacuation
super volcanoes
efforts.
erupting. Like
As
you're fucked.
Secretary of Homeland Security, I highly recommend that we begin drafting a disaster selection system that will pre-select American individuals of diverse ages, genders, and skilled occupations. SecDef has confirmed that 575 bunkers with a capacity of 5,000 people will be made available as quickly as possible throughout 50 states.
While this may backfire, sir, this is the only choice we have. People will rush to the bunkers and compromise the operation if we release this info. Whole Congress has started to evacuate to the bunkers, sir.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. They really don't. And dude, they would jack your bunkers too, right? Like, totally. There's a super volcano in New Zealand too, so I feel like I already know where this one's going.
This is TVNZ News. We are fully aware of the dangers involved, but we will continue to deliver the latest news for New Zealanders. The ash from Mount Ruapehu and likely from 3 other volcanoes are raining down in Auckland as we speak, hindering government evacuation efforts. We still do not know until when this thick and strong ash fall will stop. We are not alone as all...
It's gonna be Taupo.
All stations have been asked to cease normal programming in order to broadcast this civil defense message per the National Emergency Management Organization. NEMA has observed hazardous ashfall that is anticipated to fall throughout New Zealand in the coming days.
Bro.
Water has been contaminated as a result of high acid content of erupting submarine volcanoes.
Dude, that's the entirety
because
of New
these
Zealand.
hazards constitute a severe threat to your life, all New Zealanders are urged to wear goggles and AN95 mask when outside, to stay indoors, and to boil water before drinking,
You're just basically
using
dead.
for food preparation.
It's just saying if
or
you're in New
cleaning.
Zealand, you're screwed. Goodbye. Wow.
Oh, Mummy, how did it go last night?
Oh,
Yeah,
darling,
literally
what more
hasn't
sweet to
wiped off
ask
the
me
map.
that?
There's
Was
nothing
it a
there,
trial?
bro.
Was it stellar?
It's covered in
Mummy
acid, and
always
they have to
told the
boil their water and wear goggles if they want
We
to
are
live.
taking a brief break from our scheduled programming to bring you an important announcement from His Majesty's government. Please stand by for further information.
This is BBC Television from London.
We are suspending our scheduled programming to deliver an emergency message on behalf of His Majesty's government.
My fellow countrymen, we have now felt the destruction wrought by volcanoes all over the globe for 2 days. We honour and remember the 1 million dead as our planet is engulfed in complete
that's an
darkness.
extremely optimistic
Despite
number.
the lack of reason for this phenomena, His Majesty's government has discussed the future actions with the Cabinet and ministries. It is certain that in the months ahead, much of the volcanic ash will persist in the stratosphere and obscure sunlight, which will lead to crop failure. The outcome would eliminate the food chain as a whole, resulting in a global famine. As heated ash clouds have already burned the engines of cars and airplanes, there is just no way out. The government has discontinued emergency services. If conditions permit, an evacuation order will be issued.
Evacuate
The armed
to
forces
where?
will deploy in the coming days to aid in major evacuations.
To where?
Everyone is advised to stay home for the time being, since it is incredibly dangerous to be outside. May we draw strength from our loved ones during these difficult moments. Our strong bonds must serve as our main line of protection against the unknown. Our nation's resolve to survive cannot be shaken if families stay steadfast and together while providing refuge to others who are living alone and without protection. Let us pray for our country and men of goodwill, wherever they may be, as we battle together to survive.
Wow. Well, I'm glad they lowered a flag. Just fucking saved the day, dude. Thank you, United Kingdom. Surely it's not dangerous outside. The second Dark Age?
This is France 24, live as we cover this global crisis. The French government has just declared that evacuation attempts have been halted due to the harsh conditions caused by the unexpected eruptions of Puy de Dôme and Puy de Sancy.
Like, where are you evacuating
Residents
to anyway?
are being warned to remain indoors as enormous ash
Whoa.
clouds blanket the globe, resulting in total darkness.
That was badass. I can't, I may be speaking too soon, but I can't believe they resisted
Ce
erupting
message d'alerte
Yellowstone.
publique est diffusé à la demande de la Direction générale de la protection civile et de la gestion de crise. Vers 14 heures, le commissaire européen à l'énergie a signalé que plus de 300 installations hydroélectriques, biomasse, géothermiques et solaires thermiques étaient tombées en panne. Cela est dû à la combinaison de cendres volcaniques et de poussées pyroclastiques qui causent actuellement des dommages au réseau synchrone de l'Europe continentale. En conséquence, le super réseau européen pourrait tomber en panne à tout moment, provoquant des pannes de courant dans toute l'Europe continentale. Il est recommandé à chacun de prévoir des bougies et ou des lampes à huile à portée de main pour s'éclairer, ne pas utiliser de cuisinière à gaz ou de four pour chauffer sa maison. Pour utiliser un générateur en toute sécurité,
Yeah, that's what I'm
si vous
saying.
en
Like,
avez
I'm
un, et pour
surprised they
débrancher
really
vos
didn't have
appareils.
Yellowstone erupt. Unless they do. Unless it's mentioned.
The Primary Entry Point EAS system has issued a volcanic winter warning for the continental United States. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency message. This is not a test. Please stand by.
I'm hoping this says something about Yellowstone.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Weather Service and the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
1 week following the volcanic supereruptions, the National Weather Service reported a 20-degree decrease in average global temperatures.
Okay, I guess
Volcanic
that's
ash
what it's
blocks
hinting
sunlight,
at. Volcanic
photosynthesis is now considered to
supereruptions.
be impossible.
More than one
Acidic rains are
supereruption
expected to damage crops,
in the United States.
particularly those necessary to sustain humans and animals. This will eliminate much of the world's animals and trigger a catastrophic famine. FEMA has estimated that more than 5 billion will
But again,
die
it could be
in
just
the next
talking about
5 years
the
due
other
to hunger.
supervolcano.
Climate disruption and extreme weather are predicted to have an impact on the world.
Wow.
Since no sunlight would reach the Earth's surface, brace for extreme living conditions, regions of the Earth would be rendered uninhabitable. The planet would continually cool in the coming months, ushering in a new ice age. Individuals and communities are anticipated to be isolated as a result of disruptions in public services and mass transportation. The President has imposed martial law in order to avert civic unrest and anarchy. Emergency laws have been enacted. The President has begun evacuation and recovery operations across the nation. Classifying variables will decide access to government bunkers. Please follow the armed forces if they guide you to safety. For the time being, all Americans must remain indoors and stock up on dry meals and canned goods with long shelf life in anticipation for months of crop failure. The United States government wishes you the best.
Very blunt message. Harsh outdoor climate and weather will kill you. If you reside in... Well, that's messed up. Since the human race is now
Since the
endangered,
human
the
race
president...
is now endangered,
Wow.
the President has signed a bill legalizing a person to end his or her own life. It is your life. You have the right to alleviate suffering and prepare for a dignified death by doing whatever you see necessary within ethical or legal constraints. Weapons approved in assisted suicide include
Well, like,
a gun
how would...
or a knife. If you choose
Was it
to end your
illegal
life,
beforehand?
the
I
U.S.
don't
government
understand.
wishes you the most peaceful and dignified death conceivable.
How do you regulate this kind of law?
This is the end of this emergency broadcast. This channel will cease to deliver future emergency alerts. Tune into 162.400, 162.425, and 162.550 megahertz to receive emergency-related broadcasts. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
God bless America. I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, wouldn't you just dwindle the human population then? Shouldn't you be begging people to fight till the end? Like, just to ensure the survival of the human race. Why are you like, yeah, just go? Like, what the hell? That's like and people are supposed to have hope in this situation, and you're just like, yeah, no, there's no hope, bro. I'll see ya. The Earth enters its sixth ice age with 10% of the world. While 10% of the world's population were able to seek refuge in bunkers, the remainder died. Wow, dude, 90%. It'll take 1,000 years to return to normal. While the end of the world may arrive in a different form, the day is coming. Wow, dude, that was a damn good scenario. That was a good thing to end off on. That's crazy. Yeah, Yellowstone's sitting there patiently. I guess I'll sit this one out. Wow. Incredible. That was a really, really good scenario. Yeah, man. Alright, well, it's 1:30. It's been real. It's been a great stream. I think I've been going for 4 hours now, longer than I expected. I appreciate you, Avon, and FT coming out and watching this. This is awesome. I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. Have a good night, man.